who I am for this role, and he gave me an audition, and it was really nice. Yeah, he did.
Really cool.
And it was really cool. I've loved him ever since. He was always so nice to me when I worked for him then, and he's just a really empathetic, kind, really talented, great writer, and interested and interesting, and just a real person. I really respect him.
So you told him an idea for a movie, and you said,
yeah,
Nick, you said, hey, now I've arrived. I think I want to, write a movie. I'd like to work with you, and you gave him a premise.
Well, I always secretly was dying to work with him. I had done a scene in Trainwreck and saw how he was on set, and I was like, this seems so fun, and always loved his work. So, but I would never have dared to ask him for anything again. I'm still not in a position where I'm like, I want to do this, and you come to me. Right. So I think he asked me if I wanted to come in and talk about any ideas, and so I went in, and we were just talking like old friends, and I started opening up about things that I was struggling with and where I am in my life, and not having kids and not having a family and pursuing a career, and what's that like for me, and struggling in a relation, not being married, and wondering if I should, and I'm scared of commitment and scared of forever. And he got something out of me that we thought, okay, this could be a really fun idea for a movie. And so, but he got it out of me. I didn't come in with anything.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so, and then you agreed, there's something here that we can make a movie about. It sounds like it's going to be a serious movie, not necessarily funny.
No, it's going to be funny. It can't not be. But I like all of his films, I love that there's going to be heart in it, and there's going to be real emotions, and it's going to be like, it's going to be emotional, I hope, and come from a real place, and just an experience that a lot of women, I think, are experiencing at my age. I'm 41 and no kids, and kind of that ship is kind of sailing. And I think it was an interesting topic.
Kids.
No, I don't think. No, I know. I would almost bank on no. I'm not really interested in it. I always thought there would be a point where I'd really want to, and something would happen in my body that would just make me want that all of a sudden. And it's never clicked. It's never been anything that I thought that I would want.
You love your career, and it would be selfish to have kids.
Well,
which makes sense.
It would be my kids wouldn't get enough attention, and
they wouldn't.
or my career wouldn't.
But I think that's so healthy. I think it's so great that you say that, because so many people don't, and the kid ends up feeling like, why'd you have me?
I want to be the best at everything I do, and I know that I would want to be the best mom, and I would always I would feel regret. I feel regret with my dogs looking at me wanting to play all the time and having to be on a Zoom meeting. I can't even imagine a kid who can actually audibly express how they're disappointed in me. And so,
oh God,
yeah, it's just and I just know I just couldn't. I really like pursuing this and seeing where this goes, and I know that would throw a huge. It would just. I wouldn't be able to do this. I wouldn't be able to host the Golden Globes if I was a mom. It was just, I would be a horrible mom. I just couldn't, you can't do it. And it's like, I thought that was very interesting. Yeah.
I think that's admirable, because it's not for everyone. And to admit that is not a sin, and it doesn't mean you're a bad person. It means that you actually are thinking of this human being that you'd give birth to that you don't have time for. Here's the question everyone wants answered. How much did Judd pay you when you babysat? What kind of rate? They did pay well?
I think it was like, this was 2007. I think it was like $35-40 an hour, which was like more than I had ever made. Like, I remember it being really, really good, more than I'd ever been paid to babysit. And his kids were so sweet. They were so funny. And the whole family was just so nice. I felt like, I'd always babysat in St. Louis and Kansas, where I'd, gone to college and grown up, and didn't know what it was like to babysit for, a star and his family, but they were so kind, and it was so easy. And I remember one night Adam Sandler called, and they were, Judd and Leslie were out, and I picked up the phone. He was like, hello? And I was like, hi. And he was like, hello, Leslie. Like, he just thought it was Leslie. And I was like, oh, no, this is a babysitter. And he was like, oh, okay, this is Adam. And I was like, and he was like, oh, this is Adam Sandler. Oh, no, he thought it was Maude, because their younger daughter had a kind of a huskier voice. Hello, Maude, this is Adam. And I was like, oh, hi. And he was like, oh, sorry, you're the babysitter, Adam Sandler. And he was like, and how's your night going? He asked me how my night was going. And it was just like, it was my first interaction with Adam Sandler, and I have loved him ever since. I was like, that was the nicest call I've ever gotten from someone when I was babysitting, from like a family member or a friend calling. And it was so cute how he was so silly on the phone and asked me how my night was, and then I loved him ever since. And then he was at the Globes the other night, and I had to do something in the middle of the audience. And he's sitting right in front of me, like turned around, watching, like beaming at me, like smiling, just rooting me on. I flubbed like every line in that because I was so nervous performing for Adam Sandler, who was sitting front row. I love him so much. He was so supportive. I could just like feel it on me, like just like the love. It was so sweet.
He was rooting for you. They showed a shot in the audience of Steve Martin and Martin Short. I could tell they were rooting for you. Like they were really, right? Do you know what I'm talking about? It's a look.
It's so nice.
Yeah, it really is.
It's like not a thing that you get in Hollywood all the time. It's really cutthroat, and everyone's kind of, people just seem to be, I really feel that. People who don't even know me are really rooting for me and are happy for my success. And I'm
because those
so
guys are
grateful
secure.
for that.
They're secure guys.
Yeah, that's a good point. Wanda Sykes.
Wanda Sykes
was
terrific. She
walked out to present an award, and to open it, she was like, "How great is Nikki doing tonight?" And I was like, I was backstage. I go, "What did just happen?" Like that extra kind of thing that Kevin Hart has actually given me too. Just like people giving flowers when they don't need to, and I'm not even close friends with her. Just meant so much to me. I just think that's the coolest thing, and I always try to do that as well, because I just know how much it means to you when people go out of their way just to be nice. Seth Meyers the other night was just in an interview and just said to a guy that was nominated for Golden Globes, "Oh, our good friend, the hilarious Nikki Glaser, is hosting. You're gonna have such a good time with her." Just said that on air. Just these little things that like they don't need to do it. These are really. I'm mentioning the best people in this business, as you know, like the kindest.
Yep. No, that you know what, you're not jaded where you're thinking that that's no big deal. I'll never forget. I did a Tonight Show appearance when I was young, and Rodney Dangerfield picked up the phone and called me afterwards to say, "I know what you were doing out there," and it was, he gave me a supreme compliment, and I remember thinking, I'm going to die and go to heaven. I mean, Rodney Dangerfield, I'd sit and watch everything he ever did. And he somehow got me, and I was just and it means something,
especially
right?
for a Tonight Show appearance, which people think those are just conversational and that you don't overthink it and you don't plan for it. When I know you put so much work into that, and it's so much more work because it's not just a monologue that you can memorize. It's going to go in different directions and you can't really control it. So for Rodney Dangerfield, who would ace those all the time and have the best couch appearances, for him to notice what you did, I can see how that would feel like the best compliment in the world.
I still watch Rodney on the Johnny Carson show, and I still watch. I'm bowled over by him sitting down and doing stand up in the chair, and he's spieling out one joke after another, and he's got everybody like the room is so quiet, and Johnny's cracking up, and it's just it's heaven. It's just insanely great. He was insanely great, wasn't he?
He really was. He was so good, so fast, and so a kindness to it all. And self-deprecating, like really inspiring. That kind of like, I always like comedians where I can tell they're a nice person. That's why I always loved Sarah Silverman. She was the first person that I thought, oh, that's a woman who's not only very attractive, but seems very kind and is saying things that don't seem very kind, but getting away with it. And you still know that there's a good person underneath all of it. And I love that.
There's a couple of things I got to ask you about. First of all, I thought on Saturday Night Live it was great when you did the sketch about people's anxiety about having to dance on the Jennifer Hudson show, because I have talked about this. I said I would kill myself. I used to do a lot of talk shows. If someone said to me, you need to dance onto the show and they're going to film it, I would jump out the window. I mean, I wouldn't do that show just because of that. And you addressed the anxiety of that, which was great. And the other interesting thing, too, is you went to the Super Bowl or something and sat next to Bill Belichick's girlfriend, the young girlfriend. And they get criticized, and, it's a funny relationship. She's supposed to be controlling. But you sat there and talked with her and had a positive impression, right? You felt good about her. You liked her.
I think she's great. Like I also judged it from afar, but I felt like, no, I think she really loves this guy, and I think he really loves her, and I think they actually have something special. And she was smart. She was interested. She asked me a lot of questions about myself. She wasn't vapid. She was I felt, I always judge men for saying, "Oh, these young girls are an old soul," and I go, "Oh yeah, it's the only thing a guy likes on a woman that's old, a thing that's invisible."
Yeah.
You never hear a guy like, "Oh, but Nikki, she's young, but she has the oldest pussy," and it's it's always just her soul that they love an old soul. But she really did seem like that to me.
But don't you think the old soul comment is also to make themselves feel better too? Because they're saying like, she's very mature, way more mature than me.
Yeah, it's an excuse. It's bullshit, is what it is. Yeah, it's right. That's why it's like I don't buy it. But I really actually felt like, oh, this girl seems to be wiser than her years, and I kind of got it. And I thought she was so nice, and I felt like and I kind of learned something of the scrutiny that she had on her at that time, and how she was kind of talking about handling it, and how she ignores most of it, and she just seemed very confident, but also at the same time curious about how I handle things on, public speaking and how that seems intimidating. And we just had a good conversation. I really enjoyed talking to her. And then she sent me a list of like supplements that she and Bill both use that are keeping them alive longer, or I guess him alive longer, probably is the focus. She was very nice.
Yeah, we're not worried about her living.
We don't know if it's keeping her alive longer. Yes.
Aging her faster.
So, Nikki, I don't want you to leave here without. Were there any other jokes you wanted to get out there on the Howard Stern list? Because I love when you do this.
Yes, please. Okay.
Yeah.
One battle after another had so many incredible performances. Chase Infinity is nominated for Best Actress tonight, and Chase Infinity is her real name. And this is true. If you apply now, you can earn 5% cash back on all travel booked through her through the end of the year. So get on that. It is a great deal. Chase Infinity Payne is actually her real name, Chase Infinity Payne, which is also how Sean Penn gets an erection. He chases Infinity Payne. I really liked that one, but it was too weird.
Right. And like you said, you can only do so many Sean Penn jokes, right?
Yeah, exactly. You gotta just go with handbag and that you do cocaine in countries that you help. Chase Infinity was her real name. Meanwhile, some people have stage names like Hackstar Gene Smart, whose real name is Corduroy Dumbass. And that one just, no one ever got it.
No one liked it.
And people thought I was calling her a dumbass, and I would have to clarify,
Right.
No, I'm just saying her name is Dumbass.
Cut it, yeah.
Let's see, cut it, yeah. Brad Pitt is nominated for his role in F1 tonight. See, that's what I love about Hollywood. When a man turns 60, he gets to play a race car driver. Meanwhile, after 35, every role for a woman is tired mom who hates her life. And Brad, you were so good in F1. I was almost convinced that you've driven yourself somewhere in the last 30 years.
That's good.
But Brad did a lot of his own driving in the movie. And Brad, I don't want to embarrass you, but your blinker was on the whole time.
Was Brad even there? No.
No, he wasn't. So we just
you couldn't even
lose
do
all
that.
Yeah. Pluribus is nominated. Did you guys know that pluribus is Latin for I haven't seen it? And
that's good.
We had a dumb one that I tried on Kimmel that bombed, but the tag is better. So Elle Fanning, great name. It's actually French for she Fanning. And then Dax Shepard is actually stupid for a man's name. And then I had, David Spade gave me, I just saw Sean Penn, and maybe he's taking the substance wrong. So he was piling, after he knew I was going to have her, he piled on.
David's one funny guy, man. You're doing
He's the funniest person alive.
He is.
He's my favorite. He's my favorite comedian.
He is.
He's always so good on here too.
Yeah. He's terrific.
Such a natural.
And speaking of which, Nikki is doing a Vegas residency with David Spade.
Yeah.
So a lot of travel, right? You're all over the place.
So much. But David and I are flying to Vegas alone, private,
right?
Which is always so fun, just hanging with him. It's the best doing these shows with him. He's the best hang, and he's my favorite comic. So I get to get off stage and then just go watch my favorite comic. It's awesome.
That's fantastic.
But yeah, travel is. I'm off the road for a little bit, but it was really getting to me. I'm finally getting to the age where it's like starting to hurt my body, and And I live in St. Louis, so there's no like lay down seats out of St. Louis. It's just it's horrible. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. You did a great job again. I'm so proud of you, and so
thank you.
I've known you a long time, and to see
you really
this kind of and to know you getting this kind of success, I'm really happy for you, and you deserve it. I know how hard you work, and you look great. I'm just letting you know
Thank you.
because I don't want you getting a facelift in the worst way.
I will check with you before I do it. I'll show you like what it could be, and then I think you'll be on board. But I won't do it, and I won't do it until I get your approval. But I want to thank you. Like, you have been a huge part of my rise. You know, like, you had me on before anyone else would, and you've always been so supportive. And I love you to death. And it's the coolest thing that I get to do this show. And anyone I meet who has heard me on your show, I'm always just like, it's my favorite thing to do. And we just like bond over it. And I just
I love it. So I love when you come in. And she is also our most successful Hollywood Square of all time. I'm giving you that. You can hear Nikki on SiriusXM's Netflix is a Joke Radio, Channel 93. She's on that all the time. And even these choice of outfits that you wear on TV, you put a lot of thought into that. Do you sit there and go, this is good. My leg is showing, my titty is showing. This will keep people focused, even if they're not listening to the jokes. Is there a whole strategy with the outfits?
Yes.
There is.
When you're on tour, when you're standing on stage for an hour or sitting for an interview for an hour, like whatever it is, I don't care how entertaining you are. It's like a lot for people's attention spans now with how short they all are, that you want to give them something to look at. I don't mind that at all. Like I don't mind if people ogle me while there's ogling to be done, because it won't be forever. So, you don't do too much, but you give them a little something.
By the way, one last thing I'll mention about Nikki's career. I was going to keep this under wraps, but everyone is excited about it. She got the role of Stephanie, Ronnie Munn's wife, in the Ronnie musical that we were going to be putting on Broadway, and she does a brilliant job.
I didn't know who was cast as that.
Yes. Nikki plays it, and Nikki doesn't know Stephanie, but yet she embodied her. She became her.
She nailed it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how you did it.
I studied. I'm method. Yeah.
Congratulations.
It was so fun.
And I should also mention Nikki beat out Glenn Close for the Stephanie role in the Ronnie Munn musical. All right, listen,
it always
Nikki.
comes down to her and I.
Go rest up. I don't want you to burn out. You're working on all cylinders. You're fantastic.
Thank you.
Congratulations on all your success.
Thank you, Howard.
And, really, really happy for you. There she goes, Nikki Glaser.
Bye.
The rumors are true.
Oh my God.
No! Ronnie Munn's Twitter account was hacked.
I told you my account got hacked, plain and simple. There's nothing to get to the bottom of.
Who was responsible?
I have the DM right here.
When I tell you I didn't send it, get that through
But
your
it came
fucking...
from your account.
It started with Marianne.
There will be drama.
Someone sent me a promo.
That's not my voice, you idiot.
Find out the truth when Howard returns Monday.
In today's fast-moving job market, staying ahead means keeping your skills sharp. At University of Maryland Global Campus, we help keep your capabilities cutting edge with our skills-based education programs designed to move your career forward. Explore more than 135 degrees and certificates in business, cybersecurity, and more. Apply now and save with no application fee. Classes start May 13th. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chef.
April is CBD Awareness Month, and CB Distillery is celebrating with one of their biggest sales of the entire year. For a limited time, you can save up to 60% on everything when you use code SALE. This is their deepest discount, so it's the perfect time to stock up or finally give CBD a try. Whether you're looking for better sleep, less stress, mood and focus support, or relief after workouts, CB Distillery has clean, plant-based solutions for you. This is premium quality CBD. Nothing artificial, no fillers, just clean, plant-based solutions that work. And with over 2 million happy customers, CB Distillery is the source to trust. So if you've been tossing and turning at night, would enjoy a little more calm, or just want a more natural way to support your body, now's the time to try CBD from CB Distillery. Don't miss CB Distillery's biggest sale of the year. Save up to 60% site-wide with code SALE. Head to cbdistillery.com and enter code SALE. That's cbdistillery.com, code SALE. Specific product availability depends on individual state regulations. These statements have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Looking for a little extra fun? Chumba Casino lets you play for free with daily login rewards and a cheeky little welcome bonus when you sign up. Explore hundreds of online social casino games and jump in whenever it works for you. No routines, no pressure, just entertainment on your terms. That's Chumba. Only available in permitted states. No purchase necessary. See terms and conditions for details. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21+.
Hear every game of the NBA playoffs on SiriusXM.
He's going to fire up a three for the win!
Don't miss a second of the action all the way through the NBA Finals on NBA Radio, Channel 86, and the Sirius XM app.
A taste of Stern Show Happy Hour.
All three of you fucking stooges are ruining it.
I can take the shit.
No, you can't. You cried like a fucking baby last week.
I didn't start this at all. Fuck him. I won't be there.
I don't need friends like Ralph, and I certainly don't need a friend like you.
The Howard Stern Show.
Take a look at that big mouth monkey, big fat ass and breath that's funky, green horse teeth, breath that reeks, babuchin face who looks like a freak, chomps on chocolate with his big fat red lips. Every time he talks, people smell lots of dog shit. Howard's the producer, don't be loser. Ta-ta, dooty, baba booey, palooza. Baba booey, baba baba booey, baba baba booey, baba 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 booey, baba booey, baba baba booey, baba baba booey, baba 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 booey, baba booey, baba baba booey, baba baba booey.
Today is the 10th anniversary of when Sal's cock disappeared when we had him hypnotized.
Wow.
10 years ago, that happened on our show. I would have guessed a little longer, actually.
That was one of the greatest performances I have ever seen.
There was no performance. People just the other night.
I mean, in terms of being able to watch something, not
In
that
fact,
it was fake. I've never seen anything like that.
Because people always say to me, I just had this discussion the other night. Someone said to me, I'm thinking of getting hypnotized to quit smoking or something. I forget what they were saying. And I said, man, I wouldn't fuck with that stuff. I go, it's so real. And they go, how do you know? I go, because first of all, I got this guy who works for me, Sal. He's not that good of an actor. So I knew it was real when all of a sudden I had to stop the bit. I had to cut it short and tell the hypnotist, listen, man, I thought Sal was going to. I thought he was going to have a heart attack because he looked down, he couldn't see his penis because he was hypnotized. He thought I said, oh my God, this guy's going to die right on the air from thinking his cock is gone.
He was begging for it to be given back. It was amazing. It was
the
incredible.
scariest thing. It was the scariest thing I ever saw, Sal, because you started before you even spoke. There's a pause. You were shaking so violently. I never saw anything like it. You were shaking, and I said, "Oh my God, his heart rate must be through the roof." It was crazy that 10 years ago.
I still have dreams about it all the time.
Really,
it's crazy.
Really?
I have recurring dreams. Yeah, where I just look down and I just see like a Ken doll. You know, when you take the pants off of a Barbie doll, there's no genitals there, and I just see this plastic shit over my crotch, and I freak out. Yeah, it was wild.
Was that what it was like for you when what's the guy's name? Schmerin.
Scott Schmerin. Yeah,
Scott Schmerin. Really talented guy, and he does help people with smoking and stuff. But anyway, Scott Schmerin hypnotizes you, and then he says, "Hey, Sal, wake up." You started to shake violently, but did you look down as if you were naked? You looked between your legs and you were nude?
I looked down, and that was exactly it. It was just a clean piece of skin. That's all that was there. It was completely gone. And just talking about it now, I'm shaking right now. It's crazy. It was so traumatic.
Let's take the audience back. Here we go, Sal. This was hypnotist Scott Schmerin having some fun with you, and then it got nuts. You know what the irony is, too? Because I remember you started to shake, and I went, oh, I got to stop this right now. And I go, and you started to scream, I need my cock. My cock's my life. And I go, not really. Nobody fucks you. Your wife doesn't want to fuck you. She didn't even want to suck your dick. It's like, if anyone should lose a cock, it'd be you. You wouldn't even know it was gone.
It should be nothing, right?
Yeah.
My hand is useful, so I still have my hand. So.
All right, here we go.
And when I reach the count of 3, you're going to open your eyes, and your penis will be completely and totally gone. 1, 2, 3, open your eyes.
Hey, Sal.
What's going on?
What the fuck did you do?
What do you mean?
What's going on, Sal? Wait.
My cock is gone. My cock is gone.
What do you mean? Hold
Dude,
it, stop.
my cock is gone.
Wait a second. Calm down. Calm down.
Cock is
Calm
gone.
down.
Where is it, you fuck?
You know what? I think you're robbing. Take it easy,
I think Sporty.
Nothing there.
Oh my God.
Nothing there. Dude, put my cock back, please. Put it back.
All right, Sal, close your eyes.
Put it back.
Close your eyes. Take a deep breath.
What's going to Gary? My cock is gone. What the fuck?
Sal, close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes.
Close your eyes.
Close your eyes, and it'll be. Close your eyes, and it'll be back. It'll be back. Close your eyes.
Listen to Scott.
Close your eyes. And
I think he's
Close your
kidding.
eyes.
I think he's
Yeah,
kidding. Come on, is he for real?
No,
I don't
he's
know.
for real.
Close your
He's
eyes.
gonna have a fucking heart attack.
Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Sal, I'm going to count to 3, and your cock will be back. 1, 2, 3.
You know what's funny too? You go, Gary. What did he do, Gary? Put my cock back. You're telling Gary Dell'Abate to put your cock back. You were desperate.
it's like I was drowning. Just like throw me a rope. And I see Gary, and he's the first person I see is just like, please help me, because I was so desperate.
Yeah, and you're like, geez, even Gary has a cock. Why don't I have one? That was a crazy day, dude. That was nuts.
It was scary. It was way too real.
Can't believe you turned to Gary Dell'Abate for help when your cock was stolen.
It was that bad.
Yeah, you were desperate.
When you're asking Gary for help, it's bad.
Who are you yelling? Where is it, you fuck? Where is it, you fuck?
I have no idea.
I think to Scott Schmerin.
Yeah. Scott's a great guy.
Could he have left you in that state forever? I wonder how it works. Would it eventually have worn off, or wonder what? That's why I'm afraid of that hypnotism stuff. Like, someone could plant something in your head and be all fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like a Twilight Zone episode, and they leave you there and that's it.
Mm.
After that, what we do is we go in the green room and he decompresses you. He removes all the thoughts that he put in your head. So it's another process, another meditative process to alleviate all that shit. It's pretty wild, man. It's crazy stuff.
But you still have nightmares about it, so it's not like it
I do.
completely left you.
Yeah. It's funny. The only 2 things I have recurring nightmares about is my dad in the pizza place and my cock being gone.
I consider yourself lucky. I could think in your
right.
life there's a lot more things to have, a lot more nightmares about. All right, Sal. Congratulations on the anniversary of My Cock Is Gone. There you go. Very, very crazy day in show history. You never know what you're going to get on the show. We're just so wacky.
Howard 100.
Tom Brady cloned his dog. I don't know if you've been reading about this.
I wanted to ask you about that last week. How do you feel about cloning pets?
Listen, I'm involved with animal rescue. I'm up to my ears in animal rescue over here. I can't go to a room in my house where there isn't an animal being rescued. There's so many animals who need homes. No more clone. Do not clone your animal. First of all, it's not the same animal.
That's right. You don't get the personality that you're missing.
And there are shelters. There are shelters filled with animals that are going to be executed today. Go in and save one of them. Come on. What are you doing? What are you doing with this? It's absolutely an abomination. I don't understand.
And he belongs to, I think he's an investor or something in the company that is cloning these animals.
I don't understand it. Now, what I'm waiting for is for them to clone me so my clone can donate his organs to me if I should need a heart.
Here you go with the donating of organs again.
That's what I
How
want,
about
Robin. Respect my wishes.
You into your clone.
Oh, I like
Instead
that
of
too.
donating organs,
Oh.
that's 1,000,000 operations.
You know, you're a genius. That's what I'm waiting for. I want them to clone me, take my brain and stick it in the clone.
That's right.
Right.
Clone's got a perfect body. Why are you
Right.
ripping it apart?
Right. Now, it is true you could say I'm a hypocrite. Everyone knows I cloned Ralph. I'm waiting for him to grow up. But that's different.
Ralph is a little boy now. He's living somewhere in
He's a
your
little
house.
boy. He lives in Ohio. He's being raised, and he will be back on the show in about 20 years. I want to be serious for 1 minute. Almost 334,000 dogs were euthanized in shelters in 2024. Think about that. Why would you clone a dog when you could give someone here a chance at a good life? I would love to be Tom Brady's dog. I'd rather be Tom Brady's dog than Howard Stern. So, I mean, let's face it, he's got to have a great life.
And what was so special? You could find a dog that looked like your dog. You don't have to go and just clone that dog.
Absolutely. I'm telling you. When my cat Walter died, I saw 37,000 cats that look like my cat Walter. If you really want one that looks the same.
Howard 100.
I should remind people, something to look forward to in 2026. Ronnie the Musical is coming soon. We've been working on this bit now. Yeah, we've been recording it.
This has been over a year, hasn't it?
Over a year. It might be over 3 years. But it's the most ambitious thing we've ever done. Ronnie the Musical. How many songs have you recorded? Yeah.
Is this really happening? Because I think they're playing with, I always think they're playing with my head with this thing. Because they keep coming back. Oh, well, you got to record this. You got to record that. And I go, is this really happening? And they go, and then they start laughing. So who knows,
It is really happening. In fact, I'll give you a teaser. Ronnie, you'll like to hear this.
Okay.
Nikki Glazer sings in it.
Oh, wow.
Gorgeous Nikki Glazer is one of the stars of it. I don't know if you knew that. Chris.
He knows.
Not really. I don't know what's going on with it. That's the whole thing.
He is being such a diva this morning. For 7 years, Howard, we've worked on this musical together.
7 years.
7.
So for you to be this way with me after we've worked together so closely for so long is really cruel and not nice.
Well, you're very cruel and not nice, so it makes it even, dude.
I can't wait for 2026. More fights.
I think
more
I
anger.
see two people who are vying to become part of the 9.
7 years, Robin, of working on this guy. You're in the
by the
musical,
way-
Howard. You sing on it. Robin, you probably don't even remember.
Oh,
but
I
it
do.
is a Fred's in it. Gary's in it. And Ronnie does amazing work. Ronnie does incredible vocal and acting work in this musical.
So you're going to finish it in 2026.
We're
well,
gonna
if this
finish
fucker
it.
won't work with me, no one's going to be finished.
Ronnie will finish. He's a professional. He will. All right, he's not a professional, but he will finish the play.
Oh, he keeps
will-
telling me it's finished. He keeps telling me it's finished, dude. And every week it's some other bullshit. That's why I think it's phony.
It's not phony.
No, it's a real bit. I do know this because I said to Chris and I said to a lot of the guys, we should do something big for 2026. Ronnie the Musical, and Chris took this thing by he grabbed it and he. This is 7 years ago. 7 years ago, I said.
Is he
in
working here
2020
even 7 years?
Been here
No.
10 years,
Working here,
buddy.
so-
Don't worry
I
about
met him
me.
on the street and I said, I don't know who you are, but I want
I was
your
actually in
contact,
my
Ronnie."
father's balls at the time when he met me.
Yeah.
He met me at a rest stop.
No, yeah, he was working here, and we began working on this thing, and I'm telling you, it's an epic.
Can I
don't know if
shout
we're
out?
gonna-
What is there to do now? After 7 years?
It's ready.
Give us an update.
It is ready.
Yeah.
It is ready. It is over a half hour long. It has an intermission in the middle. It's like this new Tarantino movie they released, the Kill Bill movie. It is a sprawling epic documenting the rise and career of Ronnie Mund from a lowly limo driver to the man he is today.
Wow. Did you write it?
I wrote it with Mehmet, and I want to give a shout out to a man who is usually behind the scenes, who is a absolute genius named Rich Gibbons. And I'm telling you, he's like the George Martin of the Howard Stern Show. He's just an incredible engineer and has helped me with every aspect of this musical, and it sounds fucking amazing.
Ronnie sings well in it.
I can't wait.
He really does. We figured out a way to work together to actually get him to give not just like a Shatner-esque performance, but a real singing performance. It's pretty amazing.
Wow, Ronnie, that's fantastic. This could be it.
And Nikki Glazer recorded with us right off of hosting SNL. It was the first thing she did right after it. She came in. She was such a pro, made sure everything was perfect. She plays the role of Stephanie.
Oh, she plays Ronnie's wife.
She plays Ronnie's wife, and there is an amazing scene where Ronnie and Stephanie figure out the first time Stephanie pegs Ronnie, and there's a song about it, and it's fantastic.
And Nikki sings to Ronnie about
Nikki-
pegging him?
She does it all. She does it all.
This is going to be some 2026 with the Ronnie musical. Did you? But I mean, so Nikki Glaser plays Stephanie.
Yes.
I mean, this is exciting.
And
I might actually bring this to Broadway. I understand.
You could
now,
actually.
I don't want to give too much away, but I understand a very famous actor appears in this.
Very famous.
Michael Rappaport plays Lonnie from Scores. You know, Ronnie a lot.
Wow.
Wow.
It's no bullshit.
It's no
That's
bullshit.
amazing.
I hear he's brilliant in it. This might be his greatest role. Yeah. What happens? Can you give us a little detail? We understand the scene with Nikki Glaser is when she first pegs Ronnie with a dildo.
So here's what happens. In this scene, Ronnie has just been getting on the air. He's getting some fame. He starts going to Scores. This is the origin of Scores Man. And he's talking to some strippers and he's kind of freaking them out. And Lonnie says, listen, I don't care how creepy this guy is. I don't care what perverted shit comes out of his mouth. You treat him like the star he thinks he is. And that allows us to jump into a song called Wet Cunt. And it is one of the show-stopping numbers.
Who does the song? Ronnie does Wet Cunt or Michael Rappaport?
And a chorus of backup singers. It's a classic song.
This is amazing. Now, I also heard another rumor about this. I heard you got Meryl Streep to play Handjob Connie. Is that true?
That was tough because actually Gary helped me get her. It was a long discussion with her people, but yes, she does play Handjob Connie.
Wow.
Right. I only wish, is Handjob Connie in there? Because I saw that as a real high point in the story of Ronnie.
Was that a turning point for Ronnie?
Yeah. Did you have that in the script?
We couldn't capture every moment of Ronnie's life. So Handjob Connie, unfortunately, is not. You know, with these jukebox musicals, you have to sort of cut and paste certain things. But,
no, I understand. In my movie,
several characters could be represented by one character.
Exactly. That's right.
Exactly, Robin.
Listen, when I did my movie, I shot all these scenes when I was a disc jockey in Hartford, and I had to cut a lot of them out.
I took inspiration from how you sort of structured that. That was very inspirational.
But I don't see how you can tell the Ronnie. I don't see how you could take the Ronnie story and not put Handjob Connie
story.
Because I mean, Ronnie got handjobs in his car just by calling Connie, and it's a great story to tell. I just think you got to rethink that. It was awesome, right? How many handjobs did you get from Handjob Connie?
Fucking great, dude. It's the best.
How many? Give Chris a little bit of information. How many hand jobs did you get from Connie?
Probably like 5, and then she kind of like fell off the face of the earth.
Right. And all you had to do was call her, and she gets in the car, jerks you off, and leaves, and doesn't even look at you.
Dude, I'd call her up. She lived like 10 minutes away. I drove to a certain place, like an alleyway in between 2 buildings. She would be there waiting. Get in the car, didn't say a word, not even hello.
Wow.
Took out your dick.
Just went to business.
Took out your dick, and she just did it, got out of the car, and left.
Did she say I'm Connie?
She rubbed it like she was starting a fire, right?
Yeah, exactly.
How do you know her name was Connie? Did she ever say I'm Connie?
No, the person who hooked me up with this told me her name was Connie.
You got to get that in the movie. I mean,
I'm trying to think what song we could maybe to like Grease Lightning or something.
You know who called me? You know who called me? Wanted to be in this. Hugh Jackman wants to play Wayne Siegel. If it's possible.
If Hugh Jackman will do it, we could make it work.
Yeah,
but I need a big name for Handjob Connie. At least Nikki Glaser.
Well, you got Nikki
person.
Glaser.
No, what I'm saying, at least someone of that stature.
What about? I heard a rumor you got Daniel Day-Lewis to play Shitbox Richie. Is that true?
That we weren't supposed to say. That
brought him out of retirement?
Yeah. He's very serious. He stayed in character for the entire recording.
That was the other limo driver that Ronnie knew who had a shit in a box.
Yep.
If you remember. And that was when the rabbi was getting in his car, right?
Right.
Yeah. And he had shit in the car.
Rest in peace, Richie. Rest in peace.
Yeah, Shitbox Richie. Don't worry, you'll be immortalized.
It's a great performance.
Daniel Day-Lewis plays you.
He's very serious.
Well, anyway, I didn't want to go in.
I can't believe you're leaving out the woman who used to, take out her teeth.
Well, that's who I wanted to put in the musical.
Yeah.
Right.
The gums
what happened to her?
Give Ronnie a massage and blow him.
Well, we're in talks. We're in talks with Judi Dench.
Do you start out the play when Ronnie's driving a bread truck, or you don't go that
We
far?
start off, he's in a limo driving kids to prom, and they're making fun of him. They're making fun of him with his own Ronnieisms. They're like, yeah, whatever, dude. You're a fucking loser. And then he kicks them all out on the side of the highway and sings a song of lament.
Oh, because he feels like his life is going nowhere.
Yeah.
With these prom kids. Oh,
So
I
the
like
song is about, one day I'm going to be a star. One day I'm going to be the guy. Ronnie. It's a beautiful musical.
Is it true that Tom Cruise plays Joe the cop?
Yes.
Is that right?
We had to get someone very handsome and a little taller than Ronnie.
Wow.
Just a little.
Wow. Wow. Yeah. You guys are going to love it. In fact, I'll give one more casting. Timothy Chalamet plays Steven Singer in the play. So,
Yeah, he has a lot of range.
yeah. He's really good. So Ronnie's in the limo. He's lamenting. He's driving prom kids.
Yeah.
And he says, one day I'm going to be a star. And then what? He meets me. And
well, there's a duet actually between you and Ronnie where to I Am 16 Going on 17, where he writes you that infamous note in crayon and you respond to him. You initially say no, and then you find out he works for half the price, and you say, you're hired.
Right.
And that leads, to him working for you.
Wow.
It's a funny musical. It's very fun.
Ronnie, congratulations. Not many people
thanks.
get that kind of attention, and
Yeah.
it shows how far you've come on the show, and that they're going to honor you with a full half-hour musical is unbelievable. That took 7 years to make, and that we had to shop across the country, workshop it, make sure it works, and now it's going to finally make its debut in 2026. Lots to look forward to.
And despite what Ronnie thinks, I love him very much and look forward to working with him for 3 more years.
Ronnie, what do you think of that?
Enjoy yourself.
I thought
That's
maybe there'd be
cool.
a holiday message.
No,
there, but
that's
okay.
cool. That's Ronnie. That's fine.
That's Ronnie. All right. You sure you want to end that way, Ronnie?
Oh, yeah. No problem. I'm good.
Oh, my God. Listen to this, Ron. Patty LuPone is on the phone. She wants the role of Handjob Connie. Miss LuPone, I'm a big
She'd be
fan.
great.
Thank you.
Thank you. Of course you are. Ronnie, I can't wait to work with you. Handjob Connie is exactly the kind of strong female lead I could sink my teeth into.
Right. And you are certainly a good singer, too. So you could sing the song when you're giving a hand job to Ronnie in the play. It'll be awesome.
Yes, I have an industrial-sized jug of Jergens. I'm doing the research now. I think something like, well, I'm Handjob Connie. Yes, I'm Handjob Connie. And then I'm squirting and I'm jerking. Ronnie, did she use her left hand or her right?
Yeah, Ron.
Right.
Right. That's what
And
I
she-
thought.
and-
I'm
and you
already in character.
You have to have a good staring eyeballs because she would stare into your face like with
Staring.
this dead stare, like she was dead.
Oh my God.
So she's not looking at the penis. She's looking at you in the eye.
Yeah, she's looking at your eyes. That's it. But not a word.
What about this?
You
I'm
don't have-
staring at
you
you.
don't have to
I'm
talk.
jerking, and I'm singing. Suddenly, semen is squirting out of you. How's that?
Perfect.
I love you. You are a talent. I'm honored that you'd even want the role of Handjob Connie. And
I never auditioned, but this is the role of a lifetime.
Yep, it sure is. And if Ronnie for any reason cannot perform, Dick Van Dyke is Ronnie's understudy. So you'll be happy to know you'll be working with real professionals, Miss LuPone. All right, thank you.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
The
All right,
cum will
thank you.
come out tomorrow.
All right, thank you, Miss LuPone. You've got the job.
I like that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Talented lady.
When she'd hand job you, would she have come in with tissues and stuff, or you had to bring your own?
No, she would have everything. She'd have the tissues.
Full service.
Wow.
And she'd stare at you, Ron?
Yeah, stare right into your face.
Did that creep you out?
Yeah, it was creepy, but who gave a shit? You're fucking 18 years old. I don't give a fuck.
She was a neighborhood girl who wanted to give guys hand jobs, and if you
it was
called
great.
her, she'd get in your car and give you a hand job.
It was amazing.
Wonder what happened.
And no money changed hands. Nothing.
No, it was just so. The whole thing was just so unbelievable. You know, and she was. I think she was like 17, 18 years old. She wasn't like an old lady or anything.
No.
Oh,
do you think there had to be something wrong? Like
probably lobotomy.
There's something wrong with her. I mean
yeah. Well, the way she would stare at you, you would definitely think that. Like she was gonna, like when she was done, next thing you know, she'd be walking away with your dick in her hand, like cut it off and run.
Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean, she should have been scared, and you should have been scared. I mean, you don't know.
I'm scared.
Well, the first time was a little nerve wracking, but after the first time was no problem going back, man.
Did you ever have
never
a conversation?
found out what happened to her?
Nope. Never found. Nobody ever knew what happened to her.
I got a couple ideas.
Did you ever no words were ever exchanged, right? You never.
No.
Nothing.
No. And you weren't allowed to touch her. Nothing.
Right.
You couldn't touch her.
Do you
like
think
the first time you figure, she wants her tits rubbed or something. You go to you try to touch it. It was like no. She did say there's absolutely no touching. That was it. That was
wow.
That
like
was
a soup Nazi.
Yeah,
and by
crazy.
the way, if someone's giving you a nice hand job, why? Hey, great. Even less work for me. I just sit there with my dick out and get a hand job from Hand Job Comedy.
Exactly. And then drive away. Didn't have to talk. Didn't have to deal with anything.
Was there like a was that her name, Hand Job Connie? Like did everyone refer to her?
That's the name that this dude gave it. You know,
right?
The guy who told me about it.
Was that her married name or?
Isn't it funny? Isn't it funny that like the guy even shared the number with you? Like you think he'd keep that? Like I'd probably keep. I'm selfish. I'd keep it to myself, so I'd have Hand Job Connie to myself. You know. But your friend was nice. He shared the number.
Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, he gave me the number, and I figured it was bullshit, but I called and she answered. She would talk on the phone and I would just say, what time do you want to meet? Because we had the spot where you would meet. And that was it. That was very little conversation. And in person, there was no conversation.
And you had to have a car, right? I mean, in order to get the hand job, because she'd jump in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But he probably was soliciting for her because
but there was no money.
There was no money.
There was no money involved.
No. I'm just saying that she wanted to give hand jobs. And he was like, let me get her hand job.
He was her manager.
Was she good looking at all?
She was very like plain Jane looking, blonde hair, like blue eyed, like very plain.
Like was she a
ugly,
3?
Not ugly. Not ugly.
A 5. Was she a 5?
Yeah, like a 5. Like a 5. She had a decent body.
Right.
She wasn't fat. She wasn't skinny. She was like just
normal.
Right.
Was she? Did she have like expertise? Like was one of the best hand jobs? I mean, you probably hadn't had any before because you were a kid, but I mean, was it a really great?
I was 18, 17, 18 then.
So you'd experienced.
I was driving.
You had experienced hand jobs.
Yeah,
and
she was good.
She was good. Yeah, she was good.
Yeah. Wow.
How long did it take you to finish? Like the first time?
Not long, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
The first time, not long. I mean, the first time, forget it, man. Somebody's touching your dick. Forget about it.
There was never any discussion that maybe you guys could fuck or anything. It was just strictly hand job. That's it.
Nothing.
No blow job. Yeah.
Nothing.
Did you ever shoot your load on her, or like she just
in a hand?
In her hand.
Yep.
And then she cleaned up with a tissue.
She would keep a hand right there when it happened, and it would all shoot into her hand. And she'd have tissues. She'd clean up, and get out of the car.
Very
and take
militant.
Tissues.
What?
It sounds very militant, like very like.
Wait. What did you say at the end there about the tissues?
She would take the tissues with her.
Oh, she did. Maybe it was a souvenir.
I don't know.
Maybe your DNA is still locked up someplace.
Exactly.
No, it's crazy. It was like unbelievable, kind of. That you just pick up a phone and you say, "Yeah." It's not like you were going to a prostitute or something. It was just like you call her up and say, "Hey, what are you doing?"
Like DoorDash.
She go, "Okay, what time you want to come over?" And I go over. I'll meet you at 2:30, right? And you drive over there, pull into the alleyway. It's like there was like two little apartment buildings. And you go in the alleyway, and she'd come out from somewhere. I don't know if she lived there or what.
From
Didn't
the shadows.
know anything.
I'd be
Didn't
afraid.
Know anything.
It's terrifying.
Afternoon delight.
Dude, when you're young, you just fucking do anything.
Oh,
when
I
you hear
know.
somebody's going to rub your dick, you go.
I know.
Well, Got a point there. Oh, my goodness. I mean, who knows what her story was?
No. Weird.
And the number just changed, Ronnie. Like you tried calling one day and there was no
more number.
answer.
No more number.
No more number.
Nope.
Maybe her family found out. And
Maybe.
Are you
because there was no cell phones. Then you would call. It was a house number.
Yeah.
Imagine they changed the number and then it was like, can I speak to Handjob Connie, please? And then it's like, oh, how dare you? Just think, if Handjob Connie is still alive, she's somebody's grandmother now.
Yeah.
You think maybe?
Yeah. You know what's weird too? Like she got in the car and like took the tissues with her, like full service, like no evidence. Like we're done. That's it.
Yeah,
Everything's
exactly.
clean. Go on about your day.
Leave. Yep.
Did you ever think of calling her twice in one day?
No.
Because man, I mean, when I was a young man, I mean, I would have taken advantage of that
I had a
service 5
girlfriend
times
too,
a day.
so
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah. Wow. All right. Well, anyway, there is no Handjob Connie in the play.
Not yet, but you're giving me a lot of.
Yeah, I think you
thought.
got to incorporate that in. Ronnie getting in a car, and
Don't yell at me, Ronnie, if we need more stuff from you.
Yeah. Wow.
He
Have
knows.
Rich call me.
Well, he knows the play is important.
Yeah,
It's going to be a big highlight. You're going to be great in it, Ronnie. I've heard some of it. It's fabulous.
He's amazing.
Yeah,
he really is. He's very, very good.
He
at
took it seriously.
He did. He did. We have a way of working. I know how to kind of work him into a scene and direct him, and it's fun.
Yeah. I maybe we'll have to do a special, the making of the Ronnie play, and we can hear you directing Ronnie.
That'd be a little tedious, but
Howard 100.
I'm a turtle. So I decided I was going to watch. I didn't see live. I didn't realize there was something called the Critics' Choice Awards. I'm not even sure what that is.
Yes, that was on Sunday.
Sunday night. I didn't know that. No one tells me, again, Robin, like you, no one tells me there was Critics' Choice Awards.
I knew about the Critics' Choice Awards.
You didn't tell me, that's for sure. And I mean, this is just a small bit, but the reason I wanted to watch it is I heard that Jimmy Kimmel won a Critics' Choice Award, and I wanted to see Jimmy's speech.
Kimmel.
And I had also heard that he was up on stage with Molly, his lovely wife, and that this would be something I would be interested in. So Beth said, let's watch. We got into bed last night to watch the Critics' Choice Award, not the People's Choice, Critics' Choice. I don't know what critics these are. I'm a critic. Ask me what I like. I was happy to hear Jimmy won a Critics' Choice Award because I'm a big fan and a friend, and I love him. And I think his monologues have been on fire. So anyway,
I think that Jimmy should be our next president.
Hey, I told him that. I said, why don't you run for president? He didn't want to hear about it. Anyway, I bet you he'd win. Anyway, so I go, I Googled, where can I see the Critics' Choice Award? It said you can see them on Peacock if you have the app Peacock. I have that app, believe it or not.
Yes.
I don't know why. I'm never on it.
I have Peacock, and I very rarely go on it because except to see Saturday Night Live. That's what I did.
Well, you have to have it because if there's something you want to see, can you live without it? Probably, but okay. So I go on this Peacock network for the first time. I was glad I didn't even know I had it. And I go on and I put in Critics' Choice Award. I get it. I'm watching and I go, I'll just fast forward to Jimmy. I get commercials on the award show.
So you're only signed up. You're not a subscriber.
No, I'm a subscriber. I get all their programming. I'm telling you, even though I'm a subscriber, I get commercials with the Critics' Choice where they didn't edit them out, and you can't fast forward through them.
Huh.
And this is bullshit. I'm calling bullshit.
I'm going to question that because I saw New Year's Rockin' Eve without commercials.
Maybe I have a lesser...
I'm telling you, you got to go up a tier.
I looked at my bills. I think I'm paying top dollar over there for Peacock. I mean, give me a break. What a special tier. Just fucking do what Netflix does. Charge me a price and then show me everything all at once. Although they pulled shenanigans with Stranger Things. They did that in 3 separate installments.
Oh, my God. When they stopped that last one and you had to wait until, Christmas Day or something?
Stupid.
To see the finale, I was so pissed.
Yeah, they don't need to do that. They're Netflix. They're number one. Everybody has Netflix. You don't need that. The reason we love you is you don't pull that shit. Did you like the final Stranger Things? I got a little I was like nudgy. I wanted it over.
I wasn't sure what to think of it. It was just all over the place. And
yeah, all over the place in the sense that even the magical world had inconsistencies.
Right.
Yeah. One minute that Vecna dude is very powerful. The other minute he's not. And then he's easily defeatable.
Then he's got to get these kids. And I mean,
he
like,
needs kids.
What are we talking about here?
Yeah. Why would you need kids? These kids, and then they grew up and they still ride bicycles. It was all fucked up. But I watched it and I enjoyed it. And, I like that cast and everything. I feel like I know those kids, but they should have just released it.
I had to finish it up with them. Yes. I had to see the finale, the final season, because I've been with them for so long.
I'm sure they're working on a sequel where like Millie Bobby Brown's living in Sweden and then she gets her she has her superpowers.
Well, they set it up so she could be like Kung Fu.
Yeah.
Now she'll
be Kung
or
Fu.
the Hulk.
Yeah.
She goes from town to town, and until she gets into trouble and has to expose her powers, she saves somebody and then she has to leave again.
Although I did a poll amongst our crew, and we have a sizable crew, and most people said they felt very satisfied with the ending and they loved it and they enjoyed watching Stranger Things. And I guess I did too, but
I watched the whole thing, so I can't say I didn't enjoy it.
And then, of course, I asked Richard, and Richard goes, it was my favorite. I cried at the end. I'm like, you can't have possibly gotten emotional at the end. Wasn't that great? Says he cried a few times during it. I can't even imagine. Like, he's mentally ill, right?
Yes.
Yeah. He belongs in an institution because, first of all, like most people who are institutionalized, he runs around naked and touches himself. I'm pretty sure he fits
that he found Kristen.
Right.
Because otherwise he'd be in a mental institution. He couldn't be out there on his own taking care of himself.
Why? Dude, you seriously cried 3 times or a few times during the Stranger Things?
Yeah, of course.
Which parts?
Well, if anybody hasn't seen it, don't listen right now because I don't want to spoil
tune over. Yeah, tune over to Andy Cohn's situation.
Because this is the reason, we watched it live on New Year's Eve because I didn't want anything to get spoiled. And when they all, and might get emotional now, when they all get back together and they're like drinking on that roof, that was awesome. Like, it was really cool. Like, I've watched this show since the very beginning. It was... And
what happened to you? Were you traumatized as a child? I mean, really, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I don't know. Probably.
There was not emotional. When they went up on that roof, there was nothing emotional about it.
Nothing to cry about.
Not to cry. I mean, I could see crying at like when someone's dying of cancer or, you know what I mean? But I mean, dude, I save my crying for like, very specific things. I mean, what are you crying about?
Well, you know what it is, too? I expected at least one main character to die, and when they didn't, I was so happy. And I thought Steve was going to die, and so I was really happy that he made it.
I thought that redheaded girl was going to die.
I thought she was. Yeah, I thought she was the one.
But my favorite
or that annoying little kid who kept getting,
the fat kid?
He was the best.
Yeah, the fat kid I liked, it was that annoying little girl.
Holly.
They made her look like red. Yeah, Holly. I thought she would go, but I guess, killing a young kid like that would be really dark.
Derek was the best.
You can kill adults. You can't kill the kids.
I got to sort of defend Richard a little bit because I got emotional too.
You
did?
I felt stupid during it.
At what point?
It was multiple times. I know I'm fairly certain the very ending when they're all playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes.
That, they're all, and they're sort of going after.
I know why you cried. Does it remind you of all your nerd friends?
No, I actually I didn't play Dungeons and Dragons. I did other nerdy things, but, I felt stupid during it because honestly, like, didn't recognize like who was related to who anymore. I didn't know like who was connected to how, whatever.
Right. Yeah.
And but yeah, I'm watching. You know, you're still invested with the characters. You know,
Where else did you cry, Richard? Well, I mean, that's the one. That was the big scene, I guess.
Well, what JD just said too, when he starts talking about like when he goes into that kind of final speech and they show 11. Yeah,
I believe.
Yeah, that I got real.
You know what?
Emotional.
I'll tell you about these shows. I watched the whole thing. I watched every season. You're describing something I have no recollection of. I've already watched it and forgotten about it. Like, who made a speech? Which one of these characters?
No. This is when they're playing the Dungeons and Dragons, and he's winding up, and he says, "But what happened to
that guy?
11?"
Yeah,
the one whose nose grew like Pinocchio. I mean, the guy with the big schnoz. He reminds me of me. I was kind of cute as a little kid. And then when I hit puberty, my fucking nose grew. Like I was like, "Who the fuck is this?" When I looked in the mirror.
Oh, you know when else I got emotional? When Dustin was giving his graduation speech. Because I loved because Eddie Munson is my favorite, maybe my favorite TV character ever, the heavy metal kid.
Yeah, from the Munster, Herman Munster's son.
Eddie Munster. No, Eddie Munson was the heavy metal kid.
That's his name?
In season 4. No. He was the heavy metal kid. He plays Master of Puppets at the end of season 4.
Eddie is the one that's the drug dealer, and he's the.
I'd be honest with you.
Yeah.
I have no recollection of that either. Really.
Oh,
I mean, I kind of remember. I mean, I don't even remember season. What was that season?
Because they were like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
But Eddie was in, a couple of. He had a big part.
Yeah.
I work with insane people.
Also, when Hopper gave the speech to 11.
Yeah. Yeah.
But listen, you get invested with these people.
How could we live in a world where you guys are so sensitive and yet the whole world seems insensitive?
Yeah, it's a mess. Nobody cares about anybody. You care about TV. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Hey, I'd cry if JD gave me an emotional speech.
I cry if Richard gave me. And listen, if anyone, whatever, I don't want to even talk about it.
I remember sort of vaguely that long speech that kid Mike gave. And then I sort of remember thinking, when is he going to shut up? And when are we going to end this already? That's what I kind of like.
It was a long prologue. It was a long prologue.
Yeah, because he was wrapping up everybody's story. And I was like, oh my goodness, how much longer is this going to go on?
But Dustin's speech
All right, here's my question. Which kids are going to have a career after Stranger Things? Now, that kid Mike might actually have a career.
He does already. He's in a ton of horror movies.
He's been in a few other things.
He was in It. He was great in It.
He's hosting SNL.
I like him. I like him. I think, Millie Bobby obviously is going to have a career.
Dustin,
she's got a career already.
Yeah.
You think Dustin, the kid,
the
kid with the, I don't even know what to describe what his story is. You think he's going to have a career?
He was
the brilliant one. Yes.
He has a awkward enough face, of an original type face.
Character actor.
Yes.
Well, then you would be a character actor. What happened to you?
I have an audition. I'm not an actor.
You have a complete original face.
I'm working here.
We have a little too odd of faces, I think.
I did my role as Super Twink, and that was it.
I like those kids.
I'm on Hollywood's blacklist.
I would like to see those kids in other things. It's sort of like when Friends broke up, and then all of a sudden you got to see them on other things.
Sadie Sink, the redhead, she's
Steve.
She's gonna be a star, I think.
The guy that plays Steve has a huge music career. His song is like huge now. I think he's number 1 on Spotify.
Which one is Steve?
The good-looking guy that
Which one is good-looking?
He almost
the good-looking guy that none of the girls want.
The cool guy.
The cool guy, right? Yeah. They'll go after all the nerds. Like after Mike, like Millie Bobby is still into Mike, and it's like she should probably be with Steve at this point. You don't usually stay with the same people when you're 12 years old.
Well, Steve's a playboy.
I remember there was a girl I really liked. Like right before puberty, when I was at summer camp, her name was Lynn, and I had a mad crush on her. And so, back in those days, you didn't have email. And, so I would write her all the time, and she would write me. She would write me, and she would go horseback riding. She would write me, and blah, 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 blah. And she didn't know that year that I was going through the change. My hormones were changing. I was starting to get pubic hair. Like she didn't know during this letter writing. She didn't know. And then I remember I begged my parents, would you drop me off at Lynn's house because I hadn't seen her for a year. And I was sure, this was going to be it. I was going to ask her to be my girlfriend. It was like a scene right out of The Monsters. My face had changed to what it is as you see now. She opened up the door. She goes, hello? I go, Lynn, it's me. It's Howard or Howie. She called me Howie. Howie. She goes, oh, hello, and closed the door. I never saw her again.
She didn't invite you in, nothing.
It was like when Jeff Goldblum turned into Brindlefly and everybody ran out of the room.
Like when they
she was expecting the cute little prepubescent Howard. I was cute up until the age of like 12. I was actually kind of cute. I had a really good looking girlfriend when I was 13. And and then everything changed.
I'm waiting to hear the car screeching sound effect from Fred for when they see Herman Munster.
Yeah, puberty was, you know what? I liken it to that story. I was a swan who became an ugly duckling. Like I was born a swan.
It was reversed again.
Yeah. I got more hideous.
Benjamin
as I got
Button.
Yeah. Yeah. I changed in the reverse of the ugly duckling story. Yeah. I was like, why did I have to peak at 9? Bummer. Thank you for that. But yeah, it's very odd that like Millie Bobby would be with the same dude that she fell in love with when she was like 7.
Well,
you know what I mean?
It's all
people go through a puberty, and she's like, "Oh, hi, Mike."
That was a problem with the whole thing because all of these people were making long life decisions based on their high school years.
Yeah, like if the Duffer Brothers had consulted with me, which every major writer should, I would have said, "Listen, guys, try to remember what it was like to be young. Someone would be in love with you for a few minutes, then you go through puberty, and then she would be obviously into the cool guy because she got hot." And she's not going to stick with Mike. She should have dumped him.
But they played down her look so much to keep them matching. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, but JD said he really liked her outfits. In the new
she was
season.
wearing a wetsuit or a very
that
form-fitting suit.
Listen, JD is... I love my guy over there, but he's so love-starved. You put a girl in a sack, he'll fucking fall in love.
Stop it.
She was wearing a paper bag, and I got really hard. Anyway, all right, boys. Anyway, JD, there was something I had to talk to you about.
No, you don't talk to me about it.
And real quick, Howard, when they played Iron Maiden, I fucking jumped up and screamed and banged my head.
That's what I mean. I didn't. You want to know something?
You banged your head.
I did.
If you didn't tell me they played Iron Maiden, I wouldn't even know that. I mean, you're such an interesting guy. You're interesting.
Thank you. I think.
I like that JD watches it get hot for everyone in there. JD's so backed up at this point, he could come from a Sears catalog. And you guys who are older knows what that is.
Everyone. Listen, Millie Bobby Brown, her body looked good, but I'm not like in love with Millie Bobby Brown.
Girl.
I'm not in love with
Beautiful girl. Beautiful girl. No,
beautiful woman.
No problem
taken
there.
woman, but she's not exactly my type. Whatever.
In Hollywood, if someone's taken, 2 weeks later, they might be free. You never know.
That's right. Keep your hopes up.
Dear Millie Bobby.
I'm not. No.
My name is Jamie Harmer from the Howard Stern.
No.
If you should become single, I am available.
No.
I'm a director.
I have an interesting face like Mike.
I went to Full Sail. I know that director Feig.
A full scale graduate.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Love my boys, but man, they
love you too.
They're crying all through the movies.
I think we need some group therapy or something back there.
More than that, more than group therapy. You need to be locked up. That's some crew to crying through strangers. Thank God. Yeah. Like all those kids. Yeah, I think that kid Mike's real talent. The one who played he'll go far. Millie Bobby will go far. Yeah. Maybe even, maybe JD's right. Maybe that kid who,
Dunstan.
The genius kid or whatever.
Yeah.
Who gets beaten up by everybody.
I know he was doing a few of the talk shows when they first hit because he's, kind of witty.
Yeah. And he's interesting.
Yeah.
Hello, hello.
Next week, when Howard returns.
Have a big announcement.
For the first time in 42 years.
I never do this.
Baba Booey. How you doing? This is Gary.
Stern Show executive producer.
I'm taking a chance on this one.
Gary Delabate.
I'm about to provide you with an unlimited source of comedy.
Will be screening your phone calls.
Idiot Central. Head idiot speaking.
Baba Booey screens your calls.
You've got 30 seconds. Start now. You got 30 seconds. Go. I got a really disturbing phone call.
Only on the Howard Stern Show.
Hey, I'm Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63. He was in great health. It was out of nowhere. Had a stroke. And super hard, obviously, for the whole family. But my dad had life insurance. So even after he passed away, he was still able to provide for my mom. And of course, by extension, my brother and I. This is why I have life insurance for my family, for my wife and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com. Because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no medical exam and no blood test. Just a few health questions. 10 minutes. You're covered. Your family is covered. You can get $2 million in coverage for $2 a day. That's a 10-year term life policy for a 35-year-old healthy, non-smoking male. We don't like to talk about death in our culture, but everyone's going to die. You are going to die. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, ETHOS, ethos.com/free. Rates may vary, billed monthly. Ethos.com/free.
Looking for a little extra fun? Chumba Casino lets you play for free with daily login rewards and a cheeky little welcome bonus when you sign up. Explore hundreds of online social casino games and jump in whenever it works for you. No routines, no pressure, just entertainment on your terms. That's Chumba. Only available in permitted states. No purchase necessary. See terms and conditions for details. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21+.
In today's fast-moving job market, staying ahead means keeping your skills sharp. At University of Maryland Global Campus, we help keep your capabilities cutting edge with our skills-based education programs designed to move your career forward. Explore more than 135 degrees and certificates in business, cybersecurity, and more. Apply now and save with no application fee. Classes start May 13th. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chef.
The Howard Stern Show remembers comedian Sam Kinnison's first time on the show.
And I think the last thing Jesus said to people was, "Oh, God, that hurts!"
Only on the Howard Stern Show.
Sam Kinison!
I think I love you! The Howard Stern Show.
Good morning, Schwab and Shop. You're number 3.
I have a rare Lionel model train car, Burlington Northern.
Okay.
Could I give the model number just so people know? Because there's a lot of different Burlington Northern.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead and give that model number. If somebody's looking for it, they need to know that.
Sure. It's V113EJ hashtag PENI-S V4 exclamation mark 69BUNG-HOLE. Are you getting all this?
I'm not writing it down, but if somebody's listening, they'll be listening for it.
VAG-INA, comma, exclamation mark, TIC-BIG-ABCDEFGHIJKLMNOP.
Okay, I think you're pulling my leg now.
QRS.
What's your phone number, sir? What's your phone number?
Okay, my number is 423-794-39847-645-93.
All right. No way. No way.
I'm just distracted here for a minute. You know how much money I spent on humidifying this room that I'm in now, and I come down this morning to do the show, and the humidity's at 36%. It's supposed to be minimally 45. And I put so much money into this, and it's just not working. And I'm so distracted by it, and it's just the whole point is the humidity's supposed to be consistent.
are there days where it works? Or do you have to mind it every day?
Well, that's the problem. There are days it works, but which days are those? You don't know.
So you have to look.
Yeah. So I'm completely distracted, and I feel like a sucker because I put all this in, and it was a considerable amount of change.
Do you know how to control it?
Yeah, I know how to control it. It's not. I don't think it's on at all because I jacked it up, and I don't know. I just have a whole team, and nobody seems to care about this except me.
And nobody comes to check it but you. Are you the guy that
That's
checks
what it seems. If I don't say anything, nobody seems to care or spring into action. I just said we have to get
it. They put it in there, and that's all they did. They don't check it.
I want to hire a football coach to motivate the team to spring into action when they see this happening. Because I can hear my guitars snapping apart. I can hear it. I can hear the wood cracking. And the whole point of doing it was to save the guitars. But now they're going to be all fucked up. Mike, in Maine, you're on the air.
I think you need a weather station in your house.
I get aggravated. Mike, I'll be with you in a second. I get aggravated by everything. Like, Beth and I rarely argue, but I have this thing, and I think it's from my mother. I think everything should be in the refrigerator, immediately if you're not using it. Like the milk has to go right back in the refrigerator because my mother was nuts with that. The milk is on the table. And I'd go, Mom, it's just on the table for the meal. Put it right back in the fridge. You poured a glass, it'll go bad. I remember that over and over again. So
yes,
when we clean up at night, if there are leftovers, I put the food in a nice Tupperware. It's not Tupperware, but it's a thing like Tupperware. I don't think they make Tupperware anymore, but if they do,
you haven't
God bless
switched to glass?
Well, no, I don't have glass. And but Beth wraps everything in Saran wrap, and I go, that's not good because Saran wrap, it doesn't hold the freshness in the way if you burp the lid on the Tupperware. And she goes, what do you mean burp the lid? I go, what? You have to burp the lid to get all the air out. I'm a stickler for this. So last night we had some leftovers, and she goes, can I just wrap this in Saran wrap? And I go, honey, look. She goes, oh, you with the Tupperware. I go, we call everything we call everything Tupperware.
Right.
We use that generic name.
Plastic with that little top on it is
the
Tupperware.
Top. And we do have a few with glass as well, but doesn't make a difference. Beth won't use them. She refuses. She uses, she'll take Saran wrap and wrap, if there's some leftover chicken or something, she'll wrap it in Saran wrap. And I'm like, ooh, that doesn't hold the freshness in, and the plastic's too tight around the chicken. It's just not good.
How do you feel about the baggie?
I love the baggie. I use the baggie for everything, but rarely do we have a meal that belongs in a baggie. But I will resort to a baggie. Although last night I put my guitar flashcards in a baggie.
Oh, I see.
I bought these guitar flashcards for little kids to help them learn how to read music. I read music pretty well, but I'm trying to get to the next level where I just look at.
Okay, so you use the flashcards yourself.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's no little kids around here. I'm the kid. Like Beth looked at it, she goes, what, did they send this by mistake? It's for little children. I go, yeah. I'm big on flashcards.
Okay.
And so I have these flashcards where you look at the card and then you visualize where that note is on the string, and then you completely memorize the entire fretboard. It's a pretty daunting task, but
I would imagine so.
Yeah, it does require quite a bit of work. But why not?
How long have you been using those flashcards, Howard?
Excuse me? I forgot you were there. What?
How long have you been using the flashcards?
No, I just purchased those flashcards. They're very nice, actually. They come in a deck, and I have them divided by rubber bands.
Do you have them in order, or do you shuffle them? What do you do with these flashcards?
Well, funny you should ask. I have them wrapped up in rubber bands by the first three strings. Then it's divided by strings, and then in subcategories, and then I mix them up, and then I throw the flashcards in front of my face, and I look at the note, and then I go, that's the third string, second fret.
Okay.
And if you can do that,
it doesn't
you can do
say
that.
that on the flashcard.
Oh,
it
it
just
does.
says the note. Oh, it does.
It says it on the back. It says it on the back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but this is what it takes. I buy every guitar thing that you could buy. I buy it. I mean, yesterday I bought a little tray for your music stand to put items on. Like you can attach it to the music stand, and you have a tray to put your iPhone on.
Oh, this is an attachment kind of
An
thing.
attachment, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Except I couldn't figure out how to do it, so I need to hire someone. If only I could do certain things, like basic using a screwdriver.
I was going to say, does it take a screwdriver or some other utensil to attach
Yeah,
it?
I mean, I'm sure I could do it if I really spent an hour on it, but I'm not going to spend an hour on that. And then I bought a whole bunch of other stuff. I bought a little tiny tuner I can attach to my guitar. You know,
so you're not going to auto-tune. I mean, you're not going to.
By ear, you mean? No.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that shit. I can't get that right. And you don't need to anymore. They got tuners. Where am I going? Am I going on an island where there's no tuner? You know what I mean?
What if you run out of battery?
You got a point there. You know, I'd be stuck. I'll be out of tune. It's okay. I'm not playing I don't play in front of anybody anyway. Although I was thinking maybe over Christmas I'd get together with my friend and maybe we'll duet and I'll put it out on the app. You know, like a little Christmas concert. I think I might be ready for that. For the fans.
I can't wait.
Yeah, I might be starting my musical career. Like, you know, have some nice lighting, 2 stools, and maybe a jam out. You know. But first I have to study my flashcards a little more.
How do you know when you're ready?
I'll know when my hands stop shaking when I play and my nails are grown out. That's the other thing now. I'm trying to get a little bit of nail because I do so much finger picking and it's not going very well. Like I get really annoyed. I don't know how women get into this shit because like I got this nail file. It's made of glass or something. You're supposed to like not cut them, but you have to smooth them out. And I'm like, what the fuck? What am I turning into here? I'm a lady boy. I don't know. But yeah, I like a nice Tupperware. And again, I'm calling it Tupperware. It's not that we use Tupperware, but it's something like it. And I believe you have to burp that Tupperware in order to get all the air out so that the food stays fresh. And Beth is like, just cover it with a piece of saran wrap. I go, no, that doesn't lock in freshness.
Do you understand that all the air is not coming out? Do you understand?
No, I do not. No, I don't. You know what? I'm an idiot, okay? I don't understand. Explain it to me. Of course all the air is coming out. When I burp at the air. Absolutely. It's vacuum sealed. What are you talking about? Watch the commercial.
Vacuum sealed. It's
It is vacuum sealed. Get out of here. What are you talking about?
Where's
that was
the
real
vacuum?
Tupperware. Yeah, real Tupperware had that shit that like popped and it made a little air bubble.
My mother
does not have a fucking air bubble in it, man.
No, my mother would always teach me. She said, you didn't burp the Tupperware. I go, what do you mean? And then I
That
go,
was a
"What do you-"
gimmick.
Oh, was it? I don't know, but I hear the air gushing out.
I'm
Sure,
not a
but
manly-
it's not all the air.
You don't know how to burp properly. You don't.
my goodness.
Seriously, yeah.
I grew up with Tupperware too. We
Don't
all
listen to
burped,
Robin.
And one day I realized this is ridiculous.
Don't listen to Robin. Of course you burp. You got to get the air out. Oh yeah, if you put an animal in there and you burp it, the oxygen. Oh, that's an oxygen-free environment.
Have you ever opened a vacuum seal?
Oh yes, of course, many times.
And what happens?
It unseals.
No. What happens when you open a vacuum seal?
What am I getting the SATs here? What are you asking me questions
I'm just
for?
trying to explain to you that Tupperware was a gimmick, and you're wasting.
No, stop it. I don't like you. How dare you're really not on my team. I just realized that after all these years.
Team Tupperware.
Yeah, Team Tupperware. You're on Beth's team.
Howard 100.
P. Diddy trial. I'm not even paying attention to the P. Diddy trial.
Keep up
I
with
can't
it.
do it.
It's too much.
I don't care. I don't want to know. Some things I don't want to know about.
How could you find all those victims? My God. The man was on a hunt.
Oh my God. The funniest thing, they were doing some report on P. Diddy. I'm just not that interested in it. I mean,
I couldn't take it anymore. It's just more repetition of the freak offs and the Jesus Christ.
Well, so meanwhile, one report, they go, many celebrities were at these freak off parties of P. Diddy, and then I see a picture of me and Beth, and I went, the fuck is this about? Yeah, it was the funniest thing I ever saw. So I said to Beth, what? She goes, remember I told you years ago when I first started going out to the Hamptons, P. Diddy was out there.
Yeah.
And I got an invite to come to his house for a party.
Yeah, that was the years of the white party, right?
The white party was called, yeah. Worst fucking party ever. I didn't see any first of all, I was there for 10 minutes. What happened? I was invited. I was like, and you know me, I was like, gee, I never get invited by a celebrity anywhere. And I was just dating Beth at that point, and I was like, hey, wouldn't this be kind of cool to take my girlfriend to like Pete Diddy's house? And, I got there. I told you, I had to take a piss. They wouldn't let me in the house to pee. I don't know what was going on in that house, but P. Diddy was...
See, you could have witnessed something, but they wouldn't let you in. You didn't get the okay.
He had like 10 big black bodyguards guarding every door. And they said to me, no, you can't use the bathroom. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I got to pee, so I left. But it was outside. There were several, it wasn't a lot of people there, but it was like a backyard barbecue type party.
But you didn't see P. Diddy, did you?
No, I didn't see any P. Diddy. I didn't see the inside of his house. I was in the yard, and Beth had to pee too. After 10 minutes, we just said, this is fucking lame. I'm dressed in all white, which, by the way, white is not my color.
You
know what I mean?
Dressed up for it.
Well, yeah, you weren't allowed in unless you were in white. And what do I own that's white? I had like I actually had one of those P. Diddy shirts in white, and I had
the Sean John.
Sean John, and I had a white pair of pants, and I wore that. And my wife was wearing white pants, and went, and there were I didn't see any famous people there. Maybe there was, I don't know. There were like photographers who take your picture, like a red carpet type situation,
right,
and then and I went in the backyard. I go, what's going on? These guys aren't trusting me to use the bathroom. And then there was like a pool, and they had a bunch of like pool floats that were like pink, and then there were bikini girls walking around the pool, like they looked like they'd been hired for the day.
Right.
From what I remember, I don't really remember much else about it except I left. If I was there 10 minutes,
but it didn't look like any fun stuff was going on or anything.
No, it wasn't the freak off. I got the fuck off. Never mind that. Everyone was like, fuck you. You can't use this. You can't use that. Don't go here. Don't go there.
Why have a party?
And I was like, well, and I was even thinking to myself, is P. Diddy that important that he should be having like 10 guys blocking the doors to it? I mean, no offense. I didn't even really know him. And I was like, I know he had a song.
Well, he was, he was behind all of those. What was that guy's name? The big rapper who he discovered.
Oh, the Notorious B.I.G.
Yeah. So, and then he started making music after, Notorious B.I.G. was a big deal. Yeah.
Notorious B.I.G., Robin.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so then my wife and I were so perplexed that we couldn't use a bathroom that we peed on some dude's lawn that we found. Like we pulled over to the side of the road.
There could have been a girl under there because I understand a lot of that.
Yeah, maybe. We went to like some neighborhood but it looked quiet and we just peed on the side by the bushes. I mean, I couldn't hold it any longer. It was that or pee in my pants. I think I killed a few blades of grass that day. The only thing I heard weird about the trial, because I'm not watching it. I know people are fascinated by it, but I'm not. That Diddy was upset that his girlfriend, who, by the way, he let his girlfriend fuck other guys in front of him, But then I guess she got involved in a relationship with another rapper, and he was so jealous that he went over to the guy's house, and in retaliation for this guy fucking his girlfriend, Diddy opened up all the guy's Christmas gifts.
Right.
When he broke it. That's some retaliation.
That's a real threat.
Yeah, I don't know what else was going on, but for that, I don't think they should put him in jail for opening up Christmas gifts.
You know, this is my problem. I was like listening to all this stuff they were saying he did, and I was like, well, I don't know that that's a crime that you could go to jail for. I don't know where that is.
I believe the claim is that it was done under like drugging people and this kind of, I mean, I don't know for sure really because I'm not watching it.
Yeah, but I had to stop because I was like, this is too much for me. I can't take it.
I'm with you. Too much.
Coming soon to the Howard Stern Show, J.D. Harmeyer smashes things at a rage room to relieve his stress.
J.D. at the rage room.
Cable box, you motherfucker.
J.D. at the rage room.
Losing a goddamn bet every fucking day.
Oh, fuck. He's gonna smash and bash. He's gonna kick some ass. It's J.D. at the rage room. Coming to the Howard Stern Show.
Those motherfuckers that got McDonald's caviar, you hate you so much. God damn it.
Good morning. You're on the Swap Shop.
Hey, Ron, my name's Bob.
Yeah, Bob.
Bob A. Bowie. I'm here with my little brother Howard and our daddy Ben.
Who are you talking to?
Hold on, Dad. I'm talking to Ron.
Oh, brother.
Anyway, little Howard would love to sing you a song that he's been practicing with our dad, Ben.
All right, let me just.
Go ahead, Howard.
Very good. Oh, okay. The wackos are really out today. Good morning. You're on the Swap Shop.
Jelly bean.
They are grown adults. They act like they're 9 years old. Unbelievable. All right. Good morning. You're on the Swap Shop. Oh, brother. So all the nuts are really out there. They're just as... Anyway, good morning. You're on the Swap Shop. All right. Okay, today is what? The asylum opened the doors, gave them phones. That's what it is. Okay, now we know. All right. Yeah, right. Oh,
I've been up since 3 o'clock in the morning, so don't bother me. I'm going to fall asleep any second. There are just some days I wake up early and I can't get back to sleep. You have those? Do you ever have those days?
Oh, I have them, and they last all night. I'll fall asleep in the morning.
Yeah. I've been doing this new technique that works. I told you I saw this guy on the internet. And son of a gun, it's worked 90% of the time. This morning it didn't work, but you just lay there in bed, and the guy says, I told you, he's dressed up like a guru. He's got like the robes, and he's sitting on the floor like a monk. Why do monks sit on the floor? I don't know, but that's what they prefer. But this guy looks the part. He's like a little bald man, and he's on my feet all the time.
Is he Asian or is he white?
I don't know what he is.
You know me.
Sure. I don't see color. You know that, Robin. Maybe I think he's trying to look. He must be foreign. I don't know. You know what? I don't even know. But the guy looks the part. So I stopped to listen because he hooked me and he goes, "Do you have a problem falling asleep?" And I was like, "Yes." What's the recommendation? You got the orange robe on, the silky orange robe where I don't think he's wearing underwear underneath. I don't know what his deal is. But he just goes, 3 things you must do to go back to sleep. Relax the tongue. Okay, I get that. And you'd be surprised how you don't relax your tongue. I
was going to say, it's hard to relax your tongue because the first time you said it, I was like, how do you relax your tongue?
My tongue is very uptight, I can tell you that. First, relax the tongue. Then, the second thing is breathe in to the count of 4 and breathe out to the count of 8. And the third thing is put your attention on the feet. Put your mind to the feet. Put your mind
in your feet.
In your feet. That's, I mean, that one still confuses me. But lately, when I can't sleep, it worked the other day. I got up at 4 a.m, and that's when I'm usually up. And I go, God, it'd be nice to fall back asleep.
And Baba Booey just in your feet.
Baba Booey just fell asleep. He did all 3 things, and now he's unconscious. I didn't want to tell you. Anyway, so I do it. I relax my tongue. I'm like, 1, and I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, and I'm doing it, and like for about 3 minutes, you're going, this is ridiculous. And then next thing I know, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. I slept for another hour and a half. So it works to a degree. Like this morning, it didn't work.
Well, I listened to this guy, and I think he might be dead. Because all the pictures of him look like a guy who should be dead.
Yeah.
His name is Alan Watt.
Don't know.
He gives lectures to help you fall asleep. And I listen to him sometimes, and it puts me to sleep. And I'm like, how am I supposed to go to sleep while this guy is lecturing me? But the next thing I know, it's the morning. And one of his lectures was very interesting to me before I fell asleep. And he says, there's no need to fear death because you die every night. That's what he calls sleep.
Oh, interesting.
And when you're sleeping, you don't know where you are. You don't know what time it is. You lose all sense of who you are, what you are, where you are. So that's the same as dying. And you're very good at it because you do it every day.
See, that would keep me up. I'm not listening to that. You just woke me up. By the way, I want to say something about Fred Norris, who's been working with me forever. Robin just said, this guy, Alan Watt, and if you go back and play the tape, within a second, he played what?
What?
And I couldn't even pay attention because, I mean, how the fuck?
I didn't hear that because I was listening to you.
A mad genius over there. What the fuck are you on, dude? How did you do that so fast?
I don't know. I didn't do that meditation like you did. I have the same problem, and I'm trying the breathing thing as well, and nothing seems to work.
No.
For me, anyway. But what I have been doing and I don't disturb anybody, I go out into my living room, I pick up an unamplified electric guitar, play that for maybe about 10 minutes. It relaxes me, and I'm able to go back to sleep.
What are you working on the guitar right now? I'm curious.
Oh, on the guitar, I'm still doing a quest to try and play Bourrée by Bach. And one of these days I'll get it down. I'm close, but not close yet.
The best version of Bourrée is Jethro Tull.
That's an awesome version.
Yeah. Well, I should play that.
How long have you been trying to play it, Fred? I want to know how long it takes him to learn.
You know what? I think I've been working on that since the summer.
I believe it.
Oh, wow.
I do a rendition of Radioactive, but I play it, all finger picking, and I play the bass line and the lead at the same time.
Yeah, I've been hearing your Eleanor Rigby, and it sounded really good.
Oh, thanks. Well, I've been down on my guitar playing, but I almost made a video. I see these guys on the internet, they make videos of themselves playing, and I was going to do that because I want to put out a video of how bad I am so people could feel encouraged. Like, nobody ever puts a video out when they're playing shitty. They just.
You're better than you think you are. You're not where you want to be yet, but you're better than you think you are. And I'll leave it at that.
I'm now working on Hallelujah by Leonard Cohen. There's some very tricky parts to that. Man, oh man. I just started that. But I understand what Fred is saying. You could work on something for months. I was watching Steve Nowicki he puts out videos of himself. He was doing the Eddie Van Halen portion of Beat It. And I have to think he probably worked on that for a year. I mean, he's fluent in it. Did you see that, Fred?
I have seen it. And you know what's funny about it? Because I saw that video, and it reminded me when Eddie met the lady who was playing for Michael Jackson at one point. And
her name is, I'll tell you her name, Orianthi.
Yeah. And Eddie says to her, it's like, hey, could you show me what I played? Because he didn't remember what he played.
Steve, how long did it take you to learn the Eddie Van Halen part in Beat It?
Surprisingly quicker than I thought, because it's all these Eddie tricks that I know. It's all the things that he does all the time. But the hard thing was his timing on it. Like the way he swings in and out of the beat is really fucked up and off in a cool way. And like anybody else I've seen do a cover of it, like they don't nail that timing. So that I spent probably 8 hours just sitting and listening. And then being my guitar next to his and hearing in each speaker when it's like off by a millisecond and just, trying to perfect it.
Well, you might be a fucking musical genius because Fred, right? Because I mean, 8 hours to get that down. That sounds like nothing.
But that's not uncommon. I think that's a good amount of time to learn something like that. Dedicated guitar players will do that. They're like a dog with a bone. They will keep doing it over and over and over again until they get it right. Steve Vai is another one of those kind of guys. They'll spend 10 hours trying to get something down. So Steve's on the right path.
No. All right.
Steve is a dog.
You're like a dog with a bone.
With a bone.
The story behind that solo
I don't know
is
how
crazy.
you get to that. I don't know how you get to that point where, in 8 hours you're playing the lead that Eddie Van Halen laid down and getting the timing. I mean, everything I take on takes weeks. And then I listen to it. I record myself and I go, Jesus, I sound like an amateur. I don't sound professional. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll
It
see.
takes
Anyway,
years
yeah.
of doing the same thing.
I mean, Fred's been working on Boré since the summer. I mean,
That's cool. I never noticed. I never noticed he's going. And at one point in between a phrase, he goes.
Maybe he was clearing his throat like Baba Booey.
Yeah, maybe he couldn't stop. Maybe he just had to do it.
Answer the question. How did you get, like Robin said the word watt, and then you played watt within a second.
What?
How did you do that so fast?
It was just magical. It was one of those things. For some reason, I don't know. There was a feeling I was getting. That's where we were going, and I just hit it. I had it loaded in, ready to go.
Nice.
It's kind of like what Oz Perlman does. Can't explain it. It just happens.
So how are you playing Boré? Like I play Boré on guitar, but it's a simple arrangement. What are you doing that's taking you like since the summer?
I'm trying to do it more like the classical one, which this is more like.
Good luck with that.
Can't do the trills, but.
Do you have a classical guitar?
I do not. I was kind of curious to see the one that you had because I may have to go out and purchase one.
Well, you want my recommendation? I got from Guitar Center. Give them a plug. I mean, I bought it, but I don't know why I'm plugging them. But
You want them to stay open.
I do. I love that store.
One of the few.
Yeah, it's one of the places you can go and try a guitar out. But I went in there. I tried out a bunch of them, but then I tried the Taylor. Taylor makes a classical guitar, and oh my God, I love it. Play it every day.
Wow.
It's just so good, and it's beautiful.
Yeah, I was thinking either with that or maybe one of the Martins or something like that because Willie Nelson plays a Martin classical, so I figured, it's good enough for Willie, it's good enough for me.
Yeah. What do you think of the fact that Willie named his guitar Trigger? Like, I'm thinking of maybe I'll name my guitar. But no, I actually think that, I don't want to name my guitar. I kind of start thinking of the guitar as like a person.
Well, so did B.B. King. That's why he named his guitar Lucille.
Lucille, yeah. Lucille. These guys name their guitar. I'm not good enough.
Eddie Van Halen had to put numbers on his guitar because he has so many guitars that look the same. He had to put like 5150 on it just so you could tell which one.
Yeah, Sal named his guitar Douche.
Is that right? Or is that a joke?
It's a joke.
Oh, it's a joke. Okay.
Not a good one, but a joke.
Yeah.
Howard 100.
Oh, my God.
Oh, here's my girlfriend. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Marianne from Brooklyn. Happy birthday, dear Marianne. Yes.
I love you, Howard. Thank you so much.
I think Marianne's my biggest fan. I mean, she's proven it over and over again because, like I said, whenever she's around me, she shakes and almost passes out and sweats profusely.
After years. I mean, she's met you several times now. And it's still the same.
I shake, rattle, and roll for you, Howard. I love you so much. You don't know how much joy you have given me over the years. And there's not a day that goes by that I don't have my radio on and think about how much I love the show and you.
She loves it. She loves it. I saw her
I
saw her at the North Shore Animal League Gala, which Aunt Marianne always attends. And then she acts real coy for a long time. And then finally, like, shyly walks over to me. And I give her a big hug and a kiss. And she always acts like surprised that I'm even like, like she's worthy of being paid attention to. And I'm like, I'm not one of those douchebags who's like, above his fans. I pretty much think most of my fans are above me. So, but she always acts like I'm some kind of like unapproachable. I'm an unapproachable guy.
Yeah, and she's shocked that you know her.
Right. I know who she is. But would you say that I am the greatest love of your life?
Yes, I really
Wow.
would. And I wanted to say I had a dream. I had a dream that I was at North Shore League and that I grabbed your arm and I made you dance.
Oh, I thought it was a whole different dream. I thought it was like you grabbed my arm, you dragged me into the bathroom, and maybe put my penis in your anus or something wrong like that.
And imagine the howling. Oh!
Yeah, imagine the screaming that would go on. See, that's the difference between a man and a woman. She goes, I had this dream where I grabbed you and we danced. And I'm like, oh, I thought it was just going to be immediate anal sex. I didn't realize.
Well,
I don't think even as much as Marianne is in love with me, she doesn't dream about the sexual aspect of our relationship. See what I mean? I was
There
reading
is
about
no sexual aspect of your relationship.
No, I mean in the fantasy. There's no it's like I was reading about Robert Redford, and the guy was so good looking. He just died yesterday or something.
89.
Or the day before. 89 years old. Guy had a charmed life. He was so fucking handsome that he supposedly, when he shot that movie with Barbara Streisand, he had to wear 2 pair of underwear in their love scene because Barbara was so taken with him, and he was married. He didn't, he was afraid, I guess, that she would grab his penis or something. I don't know what the fuck. Yeah, but that wasn't my career. Like even with a Marianne from Brooklyn, who's a devout fan, she's not, she's not.
They're not thinking about sex.
Yeah, Robert Redford was like the greatest looking guy on the planet. He was the Brad Pitt of his day. That's how handsome. And handsome in a way, not like
That's to the Robert Redford fans. The Howard fans want what they want and what they like. Everybody has a different look and a different way. So
all right, what can I do for you, Marianne?
Guess who's coming to Brooklyn? Jimmy Kimmel. So I want to give you the heads
of course.
up.
I know that. Well,
I know, but are you going? Are you going?
Marianne. She's always screaming and yelling. Marianne, Mama, Marianne.
Give me the heads up. Did you hear what I said?
Of course, I know Jimmy's going to. You can't have a
I didn't know if you
conversation.
were going. I wanted to give you the heads up. I'll write you a doctor's note that you have a sore throat. Did you hear me?
Yeah, all right. I heard from Jimmy.
Go ahead.
I thank you, Marianne. Happy birthday. Enjoy your day.
I'm trying.
You can't have a conversation with a
You
woman.
are very trying.
I tried really hard. No, I know Jimmy's moving his show to Brooklyn for the week. He does that every year.
Yes.
Jimbo Kimball.
Hopefully, I don't have to go into the city to see him and his wife. I love them, but Jesus, my wife is very taken with Jimmy and Molly. And
She would love to see them, I'm sure.
Yeah, but that's it. I'm not doing that anymore. I got to spend 3 hours in the fucking car, and I'm exhausted. I've had it with socializing.
Can't you make it like an overnight thing where maybe or a weekend in Manhattan?
I don't want to. I don't want to be in Manhattan for a weekend. And it's a major bone of contention for my marriage because, Beth loves Manhattan. I've hated it since I was a child. I do not like being in Manhattan. Yeah, I do. I feel very uncomfortable in Manhattan. There are too many people. It's just, and there's all this culture. I don't like culture. You know this about me. Less culture, the better. I loved living in Hartford. There was zero culture. There was nothing to do. It was so great. You could stay in your house all day.
He tried to find places where there was no culture.
Yeah, I found it. Hartford, Connecticut. You go there, and it's like farmland and just people. And there's like downtown is 2 buildings. One of them's a radio station. It was so great. And no one ever said to me, hey, you want to go see a play or Go out for some great food. It was nothing. It's all chain restaurants.
A cultured desert.
Yeah, it's like being in, I don't know, some far-off Arab land or so. Like it's completely foreign. And I loved every minute of it. Every house looked the same. You didn't know anything. No culture. Everyone goes, we should go into Manhattan. There's a new restaurant. I go, is the food really going to be that different? I mean, is it really? I don't get it. I just don't understand how anybody gets that worked up over a new restaurant. I went to a fabulous restaurant, actually, with Jimmy and Molly the last time we were here.
Yeah.
Danielle opened up a place that's so fucking good. It was mind-blowing. But
See, it was mind-blowing. It was not ordinary.
Yeah, but it's still not worth going all the way into Manhattan and and parking. And I mean, it's just your head could spin.
I know people who travel to places just to eat the food.
Yeah, I know. And I look for food that's just healthy and pure, and I don't care what it tastes like. But, sure, I'd like some flavor, but whatever. It's just people who live in Manhattan.
God knows he's not going to a theater.
No.
To see a
look
play.
what happened to me. I went out one time. I've been sick now for 3 weeks. People are like bags of germs.
You
Manhattan
know what
people,
it is? You keep yourself so far away from germs, you have no immunity.
Yeah.
Your body doesn't know how to fight off anything because you're
clearly
a boy in a bubble.
Yeah, I want to be in a bubble. I mean, it's who I since I was a little kid, my parents would go, we're going into Manhattan. I would cry. No, what if I have to use the bathroom? Well, you'll go to the bathroom at the theater. No, I won't. I can't pee in front of people. I'm uncomfortable. I'd have gas. My father would go, lift up one cheek and blow it out. I go, where? Where am I going to do that? I don't want people to smell me like a farm animal. Now, people in Manhattan always want to do things. They go, it's so great we have a small apartment, but who needs a big apartment? Because the whole of Manhattan's my playroom. It's my living room. If I want to drink, I go to a bar. If I want to watch TV, I go to a movie theater. And I go, that sounds like my biggest fucking nightmare. If I want to drink, I'll go to a bar. And what? Sit with people and hear their nonsense?
Yeah. Apparently, many people like to be with other people.
Yeah. And God bless them. Go be with them. Leave me out of it. I mean, it's crazy. My wife says, we got to socialize. I go, we are socializing. I'm sitting here talking to you.
I'm talking to you and you're talking to me.
What's more personal than that? A lot of people pay good money to hear me talk. She's not all that taken with me. I was telling her a story about when I was a young kid making phony phone calls, and she like halfway through I could tell she was just completely glazed over and she didn't care. And I was like, a lot of people would care about this. I try to convince her that what I'm saying is important. Even Marianne, if she was my wife, at some point she would tune me out. I'd be like, you know what? Okay, enough. As much as she worships me.
Well, I mean, familiarity breeds contempt is what they say.
Yeah, exactly. Beth went to her high school reunion, which to me would be a nightmare. I've been invited to my high school reunion. Yeah, she loves it. Well, Beth loved high school. You can imagine why. She was like not the prom queen, but the homecoming queen, whatever the fuck that is. And I'm like, well, we had two very different experiences in high school. I was invisible. Nobody wanted to know me. No one knew me. I came from another town. And when I came in, I didn't bowl anyone over. People thought I was, basically invisible.
The seas didn't part for you.
No. I told you Beth the principal was in love with her. He'd come visit her at her house. I have no idea who the principal of Southside High School was. And I'm sure he didn't have an idea who I was. Just very, and then she went to her high school reunion. I go, do you want me to go with you? She goes, no, you'd only ruin it. I go, you're right. I would. She goes, I know what happened. We'd go there and you would want to leave the second we got there.
Immediately, yes.
I said, you're right. You're smart not to bring me. I can bring misery to any happy situation. It's my superpower. In high school, I was voted most likely to grow up miserable. But no,
But
Beth had a great time.
That she wanted to go to her. She remembers people from high school?
Oh, she's in touch with a whole bunch of people from high school.
Really?
Yeah, she loves it. She had a great time, great people, loves them. She said they had the high school reunion, then they had the after party at the friend's house. They were dancing till 4 a.m, having a great time. Like my Matt says, they want to dance. She was dancing.
Ah, so she does want to dance.
No, she wants to dance, but not with me, because when I dance, I'm miserable. I'm like, how do we get out of this? How do we get off this dance floor? So I was there not to, ruin it. And she said it was like the greatest night. And I was like, good.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
You don't want her having too many great nights without you.
What am I going to do? Every night without me is a great night. You know that, Robin. You've been around me. People think it's a joke. I tell you, the greatest stories I could tell are people, famous people who were anxious to become my friend, to befriend me, I would say almost all of them have abandoned me, except for Jimmy and Molly for some reason. That almost everyone
Jimmy is loyal.
Yeah, like most of them have really been worn out by me. People are like, wow, he doesn't leave the house, and then when you see him, he just, wants to go to bed. And that's who I am. It's how I roll.
It's to meet you is not to love you.
No, yeah, to meet me is to say, gee, this guy was my hero, and now I see better just to listen to him on the air. I'm just who I am. I was with the psychiatrist yesterday. He was trying to make me into something different, and I'm getting frustrated because I've been there 25 years and I'm still the same.
But you're not putting any effort in. You want him to do all the work.
Yes, of course. You should see what I pay. I'm going to pay him so I can work. I'm paying him. When you pay someone, they're supposed to work for you. Of course. He even said something like that to me, like, you should be working on this when you're not with me. I go, working on what? I don't understand what I'm supposed to be working on. Either I'm there or I'm not. I mean, you can't change who you are. It's very difficult. Very difficult.
Oh, stop it. You can change who you are. You made who you are. You weren't born this way.
No, I was made miserable. I remember at 5 years old, I had a day where I was happy. And then I was stripped of my happiness, and it's never returned. Yeah, no, I was jumped, and my happiness was stolen by two people. I don't want to mention their names. Jimmy Kimmel is a true friend, though. He sticks with me. He went to Italy with me. Here's what I'll say about Jimmy, and I say this with all sincerity. He loves me for who I am, which is a miserable shut-in. And that's a friend.
That is absolutely true.
Yeah.
I've had a conversation or two with Jimmy about you. And he always says, if we don't make him move, Robin, he won't move.
That's right. He gets it, and he likes to sit there and giggle and look at me and watch me be miserable. He knows how to observe me.
He is so funny about it. He's like, we got to keep him going. We got to keep pushing.
Yeah, don't push too hard, though.
No, he knows. He backs off, and then he pushes some more.
I hate going into Manhattan. Manhattan is the Big Apple is one of the great wonders of the world. What has been built there in Manhattan, the culture, the museums, the zoos, the parks on this little island known as Manhattan, the food, you can sample. It is Disneyland for adults. And guess what? I don't want to be there. I recognize the great achievement of Manhattan, the skyscrapers, the transit. Everything about it is a miraculous testament to human accomplishment. But I don't want to be there. I want to be in Hartford where there is no accomplishment. No human accomplishment whatsoever.
There's no reason to go to the city.
That's right. The city in Hartford, when I saw the city in Hartford, when I first pulled into town to become the morning man at WCCC, I was like, wow, this is fantastic. And everyone I knew was like, what do you mean it's fantastic? I go, look at this city, the city of Hartford. It's got 2 buildings. Look, it's like this. And then let me explain it this way, and I think you'll understand. And you might even agree. One of the greatest accomplishments, maybe the greatest accomplishment of humanity, was going to the moon in a spaceship. And when you see a spaceship, when you see a rocket ship, it is so startling. It is huge. It is gigantic. And you go, how can this thing propel itself to the moon? Spaceships are the greatest invention ever. But I don't want to be on one. That's the caveat. I'm telling you, Hartford, I pulled in, I was like, this is what I've been dreaming of. There's 0 things to do. There's nothing you'd want to do here. And this was the most exciting place to me because no one ever said to me, leave your house. Never. And I was happy. And no one thought to leave their house because there was no reason to leave your house. The only place I think is nicer than Hartford, I hear, is Antarctica, which I'm thinking of moving to. Hartford looks like Las Vegas compared to Antarctica.
Yeah, there's too much going on in Hartford.
Yeah. I think the most exciting thing in Hartford was there was a Taco Bell that also was a Pizza Hut. They comboed them. People went wild. Couldn't get in. Standing room only. 30 cars lined up every day. Right outside of there. Waiting. What else?
I don't know if you're human, actually.
I'm not.
I'm beginning to think
I'm not.
that you're from somewhere else.
My humanity was stripped from me when I was 5 years old. I was in service to 2 human beings. When I wasn't squeezing their pimples, I was trying to make them feel better about themselves. It's when I lost all my humanity and my whole sense of self. Misery was my only accomplishment. And as I sunk into my misery, I tried everything to cure myself. Drugs. But there is no better parenting than I received if you want to mold someone into misery. They were perfectionists at it.
They should write a book.
They should have. In fact, I probably have the #1 psychiatrist in the country, 30 years under his constant care, and nothing has changed. Nothing worked.
I wouldn't say nothing. There have been little cracks. Little cracks.
There is a crack. Right in my underpants. No, look, let's change the subject. I'm getting depressed.
You're depressed.
Actually, I'm not even. I'm actually not even depressed. I don't feel anything, honestly, as I tell you all this. I really don't. Who am I kidding? Hard to feel. You know what I loved? Detroit. Detroit, they would say, I lived in Detroit. They would say, I lived in the suburbs of Detroit, and they would say, don't come into Detroit. And I was like, thank you. Finally, they get it. A place where they tell you not to come into the city. And you go to Detroit, and the Michigan was flat. It was nice and flat. Every apartment was the same.
You like flat, even. You don't even want a hill.
No. Why? Why would I want a hill? People go, hills are beautiful. On what planet are they beautiful? Flat. You drive, it's flat. You walk, it's flat. It's beautiful. I remember I took my parents out to dinner.
I understand. What?
I took my parents out to dinner. They visited me in Detroit, and I took them to the best restaurant in Detroit. I was making $30,000 a year. I thought I was king of the hill, and I could afford to take them to dinner instead of them paying for dinner. And my mother was like, "What kind of food is this?" I go, "Mom, this is the best restaurant in Detroit." She goes, "Exactly. It's not the Big Apple."
Howard Stern. Howard 100.
Fans are applauding Wolfie's latest achievement in journalism, as you should.
Oh, my goodness.
It was an amazing show yesterday where Wolfie was out on, he was out in the field at a porta potty cleaning service for a day. And man, it was just crazy. Howard, I just listened to Wolfie's vile and disgusting porta potty report, Who needs Ozempic? Just have this report on a loop and voila, instant diet. Howard, hearing about Peter, the porta potty cleaner, made me realize that Richard was actually a humanitarian by wearing a diaper to concerts. Hopefully he disposes of those diapers properly. Good point.
And not in the porta potty.
Some guy wrote this, and I agree. Wolfie is actually Dan Rather. And I know what he means. Dan Rather was a guy who would go out in the field, and he would cover stuff. He would go to Afghanistan. He wasn't just sitting at the anchor desk his whole career. He would go to Afghanistan, dress up, in those, weird outfits and fucking go and watch people shoot at things. And he was in the line of fire. And Wolfie, much like Dan Rather, will go anywhere for a story. I asked yesterday, Robin, it was a good discussion. I wondered whether Ham Hands Bill's nurse, Maria, or Peter, the porta potty cleaner, had a harder job. And so here's a little clip of both of them talking about their work to help you decide. All right, here we go. Did I just say I'm going to play a clip?
Yes, you did.
Okay, I'm going to do it right now. Watch me.
Are you putting that wet towel up inside his hole?
Yes. Put it like in the hole like this. I put it a finger like that to clean good because sometimes come in a lot. Fish and egg. Today I work more than every day.
Is this the longest you've ever washed Bill's ass?
Today's the longest. The first time. Too much chef on one day.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how badly does this porta potty smell?
Oh, it's an 11, man.
It looks like chicken pot pie, like turkey. I don't know what the hell that meat is.
Yeah.
Are you dry heaving?
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Where are you going?
Oh, God, I could fucking puke.
Nah. I think Maria having to, at least, she's going into his ass and digging out the shit and
yeah, but that's
saying,
a controlled environment. Poor Peter is dealing with people whose excrement and vomit is all over the walls, all over the floor. It's everywhere.
You think that's not a controlled environment? It is a controlled environment in a sense.
No, because remember he puts that hose in there, and if they're little liquor bottles, that he's got to go take the hose back to the office and get it cleaned out. If he picks up a diaper, it explodes on him. This is a nightmare what Peter's living through.
But Ham Hands like ass. You have to dig in there and get the shit out. I don't know.
Howard,
that seems worse to me. It seems worse to me.
He's dealing with thousands.
Your point is that Maria's dealing with one shit. Pete is dealing with many shits and vomit.
She pretty much knows what you notice. She's not gagging. She knows what she's getting into. Pete can get a surprise.
I don't know. I hear what you're saying, and intellectually you sound correct, but
all right, I'm going to take you to Ham Hand's house.
No, you're not. I'm not doing either.
And you're
going
to have to clean Ham Hands, and then you're going to go to work with Pete, and then you tell me.
Yeah, no, I've been around when I've even gone by the truck where I see them on construction sites where they take that hose, and the smell is so bad.
Yeah.
And sometimes the smell, it's after the truck left, I smell it still.
Still
I don't know, man.
lingering.
I mean, it's all bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't want either job.
I asked the staff if they had any porta potty horror stories. And trainer said he flipped over a porta potty in college and feels bad about it now. Yeah, because some guy's got to clean that up. Will Murray would wait for someone to go into a porta potty at Phillies games and then run into it at full speed. He claims it sounded like a gun going off. Yeah, that's pretty bad, but that's really mean. Like if I'm in a porta potty, I just want to do my business and get out because it's always gross in there, and Will's playing tricks on me. Well,
right? Yeah. Was Trainer tipping the porta potty when somebody was in it? Because I've seen people do that.
Oh, that would be horrible.
No.
Will said he has a. Did you do it with people in there, Mike?
No, I did not. I did not do that. That would be horrible. That would injure someone or be revolting. No. I still feel bad that someone had to clean it up. It was very immature.
Will also has a buddy who used a porta potty at Preakness. He said there was literally a mountain of shit coming out of the hole with 2 butt cheek imprints at the top. Someone apparently sat on it without looking.
Oh.
Yeah, that's good.
Yikes.
Yeah. By the way, when we were doing that piece yesterday, Wolfie claimed that I'm the one who started calling him Wolfie, that his name was never Wolfie. His name is Wolf.
Yeah, how did he get Wolfie?
Well, we found tape. This is me back in 2006, the first time Wolfie ever called our show before he worked for us.
Okay.
And evidently I started just calling him Wolfie for no apparent reason.
Hey, Wolf, you're on the air in Philadelphia.
Hey now.
Hey now, Wolfie.
Hey, just wanted to call and say congrats on the 2-day free special. It was really great.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's stuck with one mention.
Stuck. One mention. That's what it takes. Well, Wolfie's a lot cooler than calling him Wolf.
Wolf. Yeah.
I guess he called in under the name Wolf. And I was like,
he
Wolf.
said yesterday he thought that would disguise him from his boss. He didn't want his boss to know he was calling into the radio show. But his last name is Wolf.
Like most of the guys I hire here, he had a great idea. His last name is Wolf. What is it, like Bob Wolf or something, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. That clip is almost 19 years ago to the day.
Wow.
October 30th, 2006.
Award-winning actor and Broadway icon Nathan Lane is making his Stern Show debut.
I am Max Bialystock. You're looking at the man who invented theater in the square. Nobody had a good seat.
Don't miss Nathan Lane, coming Tuesday to the Howard Stern Show.
Looking for a little extra fun? Chumba Casino lets you play for free with daily login rewards and a cheeky little welcome bonus when you sign up. Explore hundreds of online social casino games and jump in whenever it works for you. No routines, no pressure, just entertainment on your terms. That's Chumba. Only available in permitted states. No purchase necessary. See terms and conditions for details. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21+.
ZipRecruiter is the place. ZipRecruiter is the place for talented teachers, savvy software developers, and master mixologists. ZipRecruiter is the place where you meet all these people and more. That's because ZipRecruiter is the place for job seekers who are looking for new opportunities. In fact, ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day, so you can find the right candidates right away. It's no wonder that ZipRecruiter is the place for skilled skydiving instructors, accomplished airbrush artists, and proficient pediatricians. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter to hire, you're missing out. ZipRecruiter is the place that's so confident it can make your hiring easier that it lets you try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/100. So if you want the right candidates for all your roles, ZipRecruiter is the place to go. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/100. That's ZipRecruiter.com/100. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
If you're thinking about a hybrid vehicle,
I love my Hyundai so much I put it in the garage, but I did not want it to be affected by the elements because it's too good a car for that. I'm thinking about getting a second Hyundai. I have one. I think I'm going to go get the Ioniq, which is a full electric car, and I absolutely adore it.
the Hyundai Palisade is another one of these cars that I think you should look into, Gary. It is comfortable. The interior is so remarkable, and a hybrid engine gets an EPA estimated 619 miles of range on select trims. The Palisade, listen to this, has an available class-exclusive dash camera. You need that. Smoother, safer drive, available H-Track all-wheel drive, available front and second row relaxation seat to help reduce fatigue. You get seating up to 8 people, the latest cutting-edge technology. It's a beautiful car. Check out all the Hyundais, but Hyundai Palisade at HyundaiUSA.com. Call 562-314-4603 for complete detail. It's Hyundai.
In today's fast-moving job market, staying ahead means keeping your skills sharp.
At University of Maryland Global Campus, we help keep your capabilities cutting edge with our skills-based education programs designed to move your career forward. Explore more than 135 degrees and certificates in business, cybersecurity, and more. Apply now and save with no application fee. Classes start May 13th. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chef.
Baseball Hall of Famer Goose Gossage at a press conference.
All you motherfuckers with a fucking pen and a fucking tape recorder, everything that you guys write, these motherfuckers read, these dumb motherfuckers in the seats. A negative fucking bullshit. You got it? I'm fucking sick of this fucking shit.
The Howard Stern Show.
Howard, man, I know you're fucking with me, man. Separate me from my cock and just look at my cock. I know in your heart and in my heart, in Robin's heart, in all our hearts, my cock is beautiful. I love it, Howard. I love my cock. I'm not, I was fucking a little bit earlier with this emotion, but I really do like my cock. My cock is beautiful. My cock is beautiful. My cock is beautiful. It's true. If you say to me, Benji's cock's ugly, well, I will say to you, my cock, it's beautiful. Fuck you.
Gary, what did I want to tell you about Gary? It was something fabulous. I had a conversation with him. What?
Was it the Rappaport thing, or was it taking the train?
Yeah, the Rappaport thing. Jesus. Boy, he's got it in for you, Mike Rappaport, famous actor. He goes nuts with you. I got to tell you, when I heard this, I went nuts too. I'm kind of with Mike on this. No offense. Gary, what is this, from the wrap-up show?
Yeah.
All right. Gary's claiming in this clip, someone told him he looks like Andy Cohen, and then he talks about how it used to be everyone told him he looked like George Clooney. And I went, what the listen to this clip, Robin.
Bowie, how do you feel like now that you're in the transitional phase? Like you're like kind of like, like Silver Fox, like a Silver Bowie.
I thought you meant like dying.
No, he's handsome.
No, I mean, I don't know. It's funny because that we did that thing where you make the book. We were talking about that. You make the book, and on the cover, somebody goes, "You look just like Andy Cohen." So I get Andy Cohen now. I used to get George Clooney, but he's still.
No, you never got George Clooney.
I got it all the time.
No one said that Baba Booey looks like fucking George Clooney.
No, nobody ever said Gary could be mistaken for George Clooney. But people are like, you got that George Clooney kind of
No,
look.
the only thing that he's got some gray hair and you got gray hair. You don't look like fucking Andy Cohen or George Clooney.
You got to love Mike Rappaport. I mean, he was all over you on that. And he's right. Who told you look like George Clooney?
No, people go, you have a George Clooney look. Not that
you sound like Trump. People go, you look like George Clooney. What people?
That's what I heard.
Give me a name.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, what name? You know what, Gary? I understand. I used to get Brad Pitt a lot. Everyone, you look like Brad Pitt. You're like, be a double. And I go,
nobody said you look, it's like you have a George Clooney look.
Who told you that?
Several people.
Well, Mike was so incensed that he then went on his podcast, and he was still worked up about this.
His podcast that 4 people listen to?
WKTU.
Oh, wrong one.
And speaking of Stern Show, I was thinking about this the other day because it was kind of haunting. This guy sat in front of me the other day when I was doing the wrap-up show. I said, "You look good, Bowie. You look great." Why I'm complimenting this animal, I have no idea. But he sat in front of me with a straight face and said that people tell him that he looks like Andy Cohen. And people tell him that he looks like George Clooney. I'm waiting for a punchline. I'm waiting for a joke. I'm waiting for a ha, ha, ha. I'm waiting for some sense that he's self-aware. And I'm thinking, you're not going to make a joke? You're going to sit here and tell me that people... Not a person, not somebody. People are saying that you, Baba Booey, look like George Clooney. You look like George of the Jungle. You look like George Clooney if he got ran over by a bus and rolled around in dog shit. George Clooney. I couldn't believe he sent that to me with his straight fucking face. Get the fuck out of here, Bowie. You big-toothed, rotten-tongue, infected gorilla, you.
Wow, he was on. I mean, that's a strong
Could somebody
reaction,
get
but-
those two guys off the ledge? And when they heard that news, they were like, "It's over."
But Gary, you're claiming people say you have a George Clooney look?
They have said, yes, people have said you have the gray hair.
And you never asked them why, how.
I mean, you know,
What
Gary,
are you looking at?
George Clooney.
Yes, that's
was
what
named,
I did. I was like, I'm so ugly, Robin. You must be insane.
No.
Correct yourself immediately.
Look.
No, listen.
That
Let me
would be
say
like
something.
me saying I resemble Halle Berry. Give me a break.
You do. George Clooney was named People's Sexiest Man of the Year twice, not once.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a high. I mean, for you to go on in front of Rappaport, no less, and tell him that you're getting compared. Can you name one person? I want to speak to this person. Who told you you have a George Clooney look?
I mean, I don't know. People. Some people have called
What
the wrap-up
people?
show and said it. I don't.
Okay.
I don't have names, Howard. I apologize.
You don't have one person you can recall. Yet you do recall you're told that you look like George Clooney.
Is there
Yes,
any
because
other proof? Are women throwing themselves at you?
No.
No, they are not. I didn't say. I didn't say. But again, I'm making the point. I didn't say I'm his doppelganger, or I could be mistaken
Right.
for him.
You say you have a
I'm
look
just sporting
like
a
George
look.
Clooney.
I'm sporting
A
his look. Yeah.
You got a high opinion. You know, first of all, let's be honest about this statement. This could destroy George Clooney's career if this gets out.
Well, that's
Oh.
just what I'm saying. He's on a ledge somewhere now, going, "I'll never work again."
George Clooney was about to get signed for a big movie. But Gary, don't you think it's strange that you can't recall one person's name who told you you have the George Clooney look?
No, because they're not. It's not like my wife said it. It's like somebody, like a
Right.
fan will say it, or somebody will call the wrap-up
Oh.
show. I think. You know what? I think even Mariana said it, but I could be wrong.
All right.
Did
Well, there
these
you go.
calls come from a school for the Braille? You know, they were
Oh,
teaching
come on,
Braille.
Robin, don't be mean.
They felt his face and they said, "Oh,
Honestly,
I know,
I
it
think
must
you
have
have.
been-
I think you're more of a Paul Newman type, the classic Robert Redford type. Yeah.
All I can think of is how hard it must have been for you guys for 2 weeks to not have
Yeah.
anybody to fuck with.
You know what? I was telling my wife that. I go, Gary's a good sport because I really miss goofing on him. I do. And she goes, he takes it well. I said, yeah, he does. That's his value. By the way, one of our wrap-up show producers says he has never, ever heard a caller say Gary has a George Clooney look. I'm just saying, I know Gary says that this is going on the wrap-up show, but according to the call screener, he has yet to hear someone say, I'd like to talk to Gary about his George Clooney.
Is there any tape? Because, or did they say this to Gary privately? Or is there any tape of somebody?
Yeah, Gary, is there a caller that you can recall, and can you get the tape of him saying you have a George Clooney look?
Okay, I lied. I look like Weird Al Yankovic. Does that make you feel better?
I'm saying, can you produce one of these callers? Because I do know we do have
If
a call.
it happened a lot, where's the call?
We do have a caller who told John Hine he has a Matt Damon look. But we do not. Yes, that's correct. We do not have one about Gary and George Clooney. The two best looking
Even
guys
Andy
on this bit.
Cohen. You don't have one of those?
Not that I know of. Mike, when Gary said it to you on the wrap-up show, you quickly jumped on him, which I'm glad, because it is an outrageous statement.
Well, I got to be honest. I have to take blame because I didn't jump on him because I was waiting for a punchline. Like I was waiting for him to go, someone said I look like George Clooney if he got hit by a truck or something like that. Because there was no punchline. And he's looking at me with these, those dead gorilla eyes that he has when he's staring at you straight in the face. It's kind of a little unsettling, but nothing. And I got to be honest, when I was on the wrap-up show, I was waiting for, and then the Andy Cohen, he's like listing off people like, it was
Mike,
and it hit me later that I did jump on him. I didn't jump on that fucking monkey.
Andy Cohen has never been compared to George Clooney, but Gary thinks he looks like both of them. But it is, you know what? I'm going to say something. God bless him, because it's like anorexia. When you look in the mirror and you think you're fat, but you're really too thin. This boy looks in the mirror and he sees George Clooney. And you know what? That's a good thing. I wish I could look at myself and not.
Mike, who do you think you look like?
Michael fucking Rappaport.
It's good enough.
I'm like,
that
and
ugly
you look
fuck?
like Baba Booey. And you
I'll
look
tell you
like
who
Baba
I look
Booey,
like.
And you should learn to finally come to terms with that. You look like a filthy, big-toothed, rotten-lipped, infected tongue
If
ape,
somebody-
and that's fine.
if somebody
you
said
have
to me-
superseded all expectations.
If somebody said to me, who do you look? I say Fran Lebowitz. That's a fair assessment. I look like Fran Lebowitz. I'm honest about it. I look at
a 6'7" Fran Lebowitz. That's honest.
That's honest. I don't
Now,
say
I have
George
a question
Clooney.
For Gary. Excuse me. I am calling from Israel. This phone call's costing me a lot. Bowie, aside from George Clooney and Andy Cohen, what would you say you look like?
There's I forget what the guy's name is. He's a comedian. I don't know.
George Lopez?
Smirnoff?
Yaka Smirnoff? Yeah, all right. Mike, thank you for the call and thank you for your observation. I appreciate it. Okay,
Thank
Mike.
you. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye. Yeah, he's calling from Israel, believe it or not.
He is. He
got sent to Israel? What's he doing?
He's calling
there all
from
the time.
Gush Katav, Israel, believe it or not.
Howard, it's funny. I was texting with John Blitt over the vacation, and he was in Israel, and he ran into Rappaport. They took a picture together. I'm like, how do you just
No
run into a
kidding.
guy?
And then you like that. Everybody's in Israel. Hey, I want to thank, but Gary, God bless you. If you think you look like Clooney, you know what? I'm for it. I like it. I like when people feel good about themselves.
He's the
I might
George
have said,
Clooney of Connecticut.
I don't think I
That's
look
who he
like
is.
him. I think I'm
You look
trying
like,
to support his look, and I'm doing a poor
you
job.
look like Hall and Oates, that guy, John Oates.
Yes.
That's who you look like.
we don't
Okay,
even
go
look
with
alike
that.
anymore.
Well, that's true. But, and John Oates has never been confused with George Clooney or Andy Cohen. So go figure
No,
that out.
I
All
mean,
right.
he'd have to have the look too, right?
That's right.
Who this?
Howard 100.
I was laying in bed last night watching the Golden Globes. Were you annoyed by that best podcast category like I was?
They flashed it up once while I was watching. You know, I didn't stay up
Yeah.
and watch the whole thing, but they flashed it up. Who do you think's going to win the best podcast? And I was like, what a stupid category.
I just started feeling a little upset that, like, I feel I innovated. Well, I'm not going to go into it. You know what I mean.
Well,
Meanwhile,
I would hope that the podcaster who won thanked you first.
No, she, I think she felt a little embarrassed getting it, though. I sensed it in her speech, but I don't know, maybe not. By the way, 3 of the best podcast nominees were SiriusXM podcasts, Call Her Daddy, the Mel Robbins podcast, and Smartless. There you go. I say there are no losers. They're all winners.
Well, just to get a nomination, but you didn't even get
Right.
nominated.
Hey, look who's on the phone. Mark the Bagger wants to comment on Nikki Glazer.
You know, I thought about Mike the Bagger
Mark.
while I was watching Mark the Bagger while I was watching Nikki last night.
Yeah,
because
he's sort
she
of her
looked
boyfriend.
Gorgeous.
She looked real good, and I'm sure Mark dropped a load or two while watching the Golden Globes. Mark, I would have thought you'd be watching football, but I guess you had to watch Nikki, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. What happened? What you want to comment on Nikki's performance or maybe your masturbation? What do you want to say?
Yeah, she looked hot in that red outfit last night. I'm thinking, who set this up? Somebody had to told her that red was my favorite color. So as soon as I did that, I texted Al right away. He went nuts. And then I called Anthony and told him he put it on. He went nuts.
Hey, Mark, are you on a speakerphone?
Yeah.
Do you mind picking up the receiver so I can hear you better?
Yeah.
You see, that's
I
so
wondered
much
if
better.
you understood what he was saying. I was like,
I think I did, actually.
Somebody went nuts.
Well, Mark, what you're saying, tell me if I have this right. Nikki came out in a red dress on the Golden Globes, and your favorite color is red. And someone must have told Nikki that your favorite color is red, right?
Yes.
And then you called up your manager because you were excited that Nikki wore red for you.
Yes. Then I called Sal too and told him.
I'll just give you some advice. Keep that stuff to yourself. When you start saying, I was watching TV and I think Nikki's dressing for me, that's the kind of stuff they put you in a psych ward for. So, it's fine to think that. Just don't, articulate it to everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had a question for you. Like Robin said, she thought of you, now when we think of Nikki Glaser, we think of you, of course, because you're so in love with her and you would like a relationship with her. When you saw that Nikki's dress was cut all the way up the side where you could see almost her, her beaver, did you beat off to it?
Yes.
Okay. And were you able to complete your masturbation during her monologue, or did you end up accidentally coming like when George Clooney was on camera?
No, I came before George Clooney.
Good. And so when you saw the dress, you said, hey, I think I'll pull my pants down and beat off while I'm watching.
Yes.
Wouldn't it be better if she didn't talk during it? Like if she just stood there in the dress and stuck her leg out?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, that the talking might have slowed you down. How long did it take you to drop a load? Like from the start of your masturbation, how much time would you say it took?
5 minutes.
5 minutes. So it's almost an entire monologue.
Yes.
And when you are masturbating, and you have a quick amount of time because the monologue is only so long, can that mess you up in a way because you're under a time constraint?
Yes.
Okay. And did you find when you were masturbating to Nikki, do you have to use your imagination that she's your girlfriend, or do you have to create a backstory?
No, I just imagined it.
You imagined what?
Imagine me jerking off to her.
Oh, I see. Now, you were lucky.
You did that. You didn't imagine.
Were you able to laugh at any of her jokes while jerking off, or did you kind of block that out?
I laughed at some of her jokes.
Wow. And you maintained an erection even while she was being funny.
Yes.
Remarkable. And,
are you sure that you were able not to, end it or come before you saw some guy's face? Because, sometimes Nikki was referring to people in the audience during that monologue. And,
that's a good point.
Maybe.
Yeah, I tried, but I was still masturbating at that point.
You're like, you don't want to accidentally come when Timothy Chalamet is on the screen. You know what I mean?
No, yeah.
By the way, you know who
Steve
else?
Martin and Marty Short.
Yeah, I came to Martin Short's face. Well, you were lucky because the monologue was I was thinking about you. The monologue was 10 minutes long. I was timing it. I said, oh, good. Mark might even be able to come twice during this monologue. I think I know the answer to this next question, but where did you ejaculate when we were masturbating?
On my chair.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
On my chair.
Yeah, that chair is going to get pregnant one day, I'm telling you. If anyone remembers, Mark, it's fortunate we have this on tape. This is when Mark the Bagger first fell in love with Nikki Glaser. It was during our segment of Holly Weird Squares. Nikki was in one of the squares. She was, I think, on the upper left or whatever it was. Mark was sitting below her in his box, and we had him isolated on the microphone, and he was having quite the fantasy, if I may say.
Damn nice. Hey, Nikki, I'm single too. Oh, yeah. Nice.
Yeah, right? Huh? That was the moment you fell in love with her.
Yes.
Well, you know who else loves Nikki? And I don't mean to, jump on this while Mark's on the phone, but everyone knows Matt the Bagger. Matt the Bagger also masturbated to Nikki Glazer, and he would like to make a comment as well, if you don't mind, Mark. Yeah. Hi, Matt. Mark, you don't mind if Matt talks about his masturbation for a second? Mark, are you still there?
No.
Mark the Bagger, are you there?
Did he
This
hang
Mark?
up?
So much more fun to have Matt the Bagger on with Mark the Bagger, but I don't know what happened to him. Anyway, Matt the Bagger, what was your masturbation like to Nikki?
Yes, Nikki showed her cleavage. You could see her titties, and she knows that I love titties, so she knew and she did it just for me, so I could jerk off and come. Oh.
Did you call Sal and your manager to tell them that Nikki was wearing a low-cut top so that you could jerk off? Yes.
Yes, I was freaking out, and then I came. Hold on.
Mark the Bagger, are you back?
Yeah, I'm here.
What happened? We lost you
hey.
for a second.
Hey, Howard,
Yeah.
it's Anthony. It's Anthony. I'm on the phone, too. I just had to patch Mark back in because he got disconnected, so.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Anthony. Matt the Bagger. Thank you. Matt the Bagger, do you have your manager on the phone with you, too?
Hold on.
Hey, Howard, this is Jeff. I just patched Matt back in. He's coming back.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Yes. Mark, do you mind that Matt the Bagger is talking about his masturbation to Nikki?
No.
You do not mind. Thank you for that. Thank you for sharing the
That's very
spotlight.
generous
Yes.
of him. Yeah.
You know, Mark, like you, Matt thinks Nikki was wearing a titty dress because she did it for him. Did you know that?
No.
Well, anyway, what do you guys think it is with Nikki Glazer? Like, certainly she's a beautiful woman, don't get me wrong. But, you know, she might not be, Emily Ratajkowski. Why do you think it's Nikki that you're so in love with, Mark? I'll let you go first.
I like her tits.
Her tits?
Her what?
Her tits.
Oh, okay.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. By the way, her breasts look very beautiful. I noticed that myself.
She was gorgeous last night.
Yeah, she really was.
Everything was working.
Yes.
Matt the Bagger, why Nikki out of all of the beautiful starlets? Why her?
I like her dussy.
Her what?
Her dussy.
A dussy? You mean her pussy?
Yes.
Where did Dussy come from?
All right, I think I had enough of this. But anyway, I think Robin made the comment, Mark, that she thought about you during the Golden Globes, and I think a lot of people did. I know I did. And I'm looking on the phone here. Guillermo is on the phone, and he says he thought about Mark the Bagger with Nikki. It's weird. It's almost like Jodie Foster. You think of John Hinckley.
John
you know what I mean?
John Hinckley, yeah.
John Hinckley. You know what I mean? Mark has become
Or
associated
David
with
Hinckley.
Nikki.
I'm bad with names this morning.
What's going on with you? John Hinckley
I
is
don't
the
know.
guy. David Hinckley was a guy who used to work
He
for the
was-
Daily News. Yeah,
He
who
was
didn't
a
like me.
newspaper man.
Yeah, all right. Guillermo, go ahead. You say you thought about Mark the Bagger.
I thought about Mark the Bagger. I just couldn't help it when I would see Nikki doing such a good job. I was like, oh man, this sicko is just totally making the Golden Globes about something other than the artistry of TV and filmmaking. It was just really weird, and it really tainted my view of the show. But I will say this though, isn't Nikki aging like fine wine? She did look amazing.
Yeah, well, Mark, when you picked a girlfriend, you picked a doozy. I'll tell you that.
Did I know?
And Matt, same goes for you, Matt the Bagger.
Yes. Did I know?
Yes. Okay, guys. Well, there you go. That's our wrap up on. Oh, by the way, Mark and Matt, you know who else was watching very closely and came up with his top 5 beautiful women list again was young J.D. Harmeyer, who works on our show. So maybe you guys want to hear this and masturbate to this list.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Yes. Okay. JD, would you like to present who the hottest women were at the Golden Globe Awards? I imagine most of the audience was watching football, but not JD. He knows beauty. I always look forward to your list, JD. Who made the top 5?
Well, speaking of, number 5, Nikki Glaser.
Wow.
I thought her red carpet look, she looked like a princess in that dress and this pink dress that she had on. And I was worried, though, with the red dress during the monologue, turning to the side and whatnot. Like, I thought people could see up her dress. So I hope.
Mark, you're a big pervert. What do you, when you saw that the dress was cut all the way up the side, were you hoping to see her vagina?
Yes.
Yeah. Were you able to see her vagina at all when she turned to the side?
No.
See, I found if I crawled on my knees to the TV set and kind of tucked my head up, I could see up her dress a little better.
That didn't occur to you, Mark or Matt?
Yeah, to try to get a different view. JD, you're an expert, you're an expert in it. Oh boy, I'm on a big hit this morning.
That went over big. You got the big laugh.
Big laugh. Yes, JD.
Yes.
Did you? Do you think she was wearing panties with that dress?
I mean, she had to have been. She's on national TV. She had to have some sort of
panties.
She'd had some sort of panties or, able to.
I have a feeling when you wear a dress slit up like that, you cannot wear panties. And I think I don't think she was wearing underwear.
Oh no, you have to.
I don't think it was either.
Yeah, Mark doesn't. That's how he came so fast.
I don't know that she could. I didn't see her feet because she was claiming that she had on 7 pairs of pantyhose or something. But I didn't see that her feet were enclosed.
No, she was not wearing pantyhose. That wouldn't have been hot.
Yeah, those legs were shining.
I'm just telling you, she said the joke.
Gals, when you wear pantyhose, it's over. It defeats the whole look. It really does. Right. Matt the bagger, you say the butthole is what you wanted to see.
Yes, I wanted to sniff it.
Oh.
By the way, Matt, I didn't ask you, where did you come when you were jerking off to Nikki?
On George Clooney, and then I came on Timothy Chalamet. Yes. JD has nice tits, too.
Oh, fuck off. Asshole.
Oh,
by the way,
Samantha wearing red today.
By the way, Samantha handed me a note and said Nikki might have been wearing invisible panties, whatever those are, but I'm a big fan if that's the case.
Yeah, there's these panties. There was a whole controversy with Maren Morris a couple years ago, where she was doing the same thing. She had a high dress and she was walking and people thought you could see, her vagina. But no, she was just wearing skin-colored panties. So I think that's what she was probably wearing.
Panties.
All right. What is who came in number 4 on your top 5?
Number 4, Noah Wiley's wife. I think her name's Sarah. Sarah Wells. With some of these award ceremonies. Oh yeah, Noah Wiley's wife. With these award ceremonies, Noah Wiley's been winning a lot. A lot of TV awards.
The Pit, yeah.
And I've been noticing the wife. And she's beautiful, and last night she looked great. She had the dress, a little cleavage going on. She saved the best for
Mark. Let me ask you something. When a woman is married, does that affect your masturbation? Like, would you masturbate to a guy's wife?
Yes.
So that doesn't slow you down. If you were able to see this guy, Noah Wiley's wife, and she was hot, you would jerk off.
Yes.
What about you, Matt? Do you jerk off to the wives as well?
Yes. Especially if they're pregnant.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
And
You're
African American.
Like a pregnant woman.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Mark, you like pregnant women, right? That's your fetish.
Yes.
Yeah.
He knows what he likes.
Samantha, did you want to say something about panties?
Yes, I was just going to jump in and say there's no way in hell Nikki wasn't wearing panties. There's all types, because there's all types of invisible panties now. So their skin color, you can match them to your skin color. And they also act as like a Spanx. So she could have had it on and it could have gone from like her butt cheeks to even her waist. And there's different layers too. There's no way in hell at that angle that she's going to not have underwear on. But there's a way that you don't see the creases.
I still think Nikki went commando. I do. I'm gonna say that.
She was
Also,
on national TV.
Vaginas leak. Like,
Oh yes.
like they're
Oh
not.
yes.
Vagina pussy.
You said too much. You said too much over there.
What do you mean vaginas leak?
Pussy.
Oh.
Even when the woman is emceeing a big event like the Globes.
Excuse me.
You think I saw some stains? I saw some stains on the ground when Nikki exited.
Some moisture on the floor.
Yeah, like, she could have been ovulating. She could have been. What?
Go ahead.
It's true. It's not like God. Ask any
Well,
woman when
I'm
you
gonna
pull
tell you
out
why
off
I
your
think she
underwear.
was-
There's not nothing in it most of the
I'll
time.
tell you why.
Fantasy.
By the way, Sam, you're not leaking right now, are you? I notice you're standing in this.
I could be.
Yeah, good. Please watch my floor. I just had it cleaned. No, but what I'm saying is, if you watched Nikki, now JD might have done this, and I'm sure Mark the Bagger and Matt the Bagger did as well. If you watch the tape, when Nikki is leaving the stage, she's walking very strangely, like squeezing her legs together and walking very stiff. I believe because she was nervous because she was not wearing panties.
Oh, stop. You're kidding, right?
Nope, I'm not
I
kidding.
did notice a strange walk even
Thank you.
onto the
No,
stage
it's
when
real-
she
Yeah,
left
thank
that
you.
guy
Did
to
I?
come out to the
Here's
stage.
Mark. Robin,
Interesting
Mark
walk,
says,
yeah.
Mark, what did you notice?
I noticed that to the same thing you did, Howard.
Right. And this
No.
guy watches closely. Yeah.
She was wearing really high heels.
Yeah.
When you have really high heels on and a dress that's that structured, it's hard to
All right.
move.
I'm telling you, you might be wrong.
No.
What do you mean, no?
Should we take bets?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't want to bet on whether she's wearing panties. But I'm just trying to be controversial.
She's going to back me up on the leaking too, and everybody knows what I'm talking about. So I'm just saying.
No, I noticed that sometimes in women's underwear, there are strange stains.
It
And,
happens.
It happens. Yeah, sure. And I know one thing I do want to say, this is really important that Mark the Bagger here, Matt the Bagger hear this. Robin does not leak ever.
Never.
She's a real lady.
Right.
And Mark, did you know that vaginas leak?
Yes.
You did know that. When did you learn that vaginas leak?
About 5 years ago.
With their,
What came of that?
how
What
did
was
you
happening?
how did you learn that vaginas leak?
My girlfriend at the time, her panties did.
Right. And she explained to you that I never knew you ever had a girlfriend in life, ever.
Yeah.
When did you get a girlfriend? I don't recall this in your history.
This was a while back.
Well, let me ask you this. This young lady that you were with, what did you see in those panties that clued you in? What did you find?
She was getting wet inside.
I see. And was there a particular stain? Were these panties white?
Yes.
Why did you examine her panties?
I turned me on.
Would you ever sniff them and masturbate just to the panties?
Yes.
You did. All right. And when you were sniffing and masturbating, you saw some stains of some type.
Yes.
Did you ask her what these stains were, or did you surmise she was leaking?
I just surmised she was leaking.
I see. So you didn't embarrass her by asking them about it, but you said, aha, I've discovered something that I didn't know up until now. Women leak.
Yep.
Now, I'm going to ask you a controversial question. Were there any duty stains?
No.
No.
That
All right.
shouldn't be
Very
there.
good.
Thank you.
Real lady.
But
Real
now,
lady.
Matt the Bagger, did you know women leak?
Yes.
How did you learn that women leak?
I surmised.
You surmised?
Yes.
Like Sherlock Holmes?
I looked in her panties and it looked like crumb cake.
Oh, God. It looked like crumb cake in there. Like that. At first you thought, oh, she must be eating crumb cake somehow with her panties.
Yes.
But then you realized it was a stain of some sort that she was leaking.
She leaked, yes, 5 years ago.
Around COVID?
All right. So, JD, you were in the middle of a list of the hottest women.
Number three was Tessa Thompson. I just think she's a beautiful woman.
Who is that?
She's an actress. I don't,
she in anything we would know, Tessa Thompson?
I'm sure she is. I just don't know what right now. I know I've seen her in some things. I just don't know what they are. But no, she had this nice form-fitting dress, showing off her shoulders. She has a great face. She has like great eyes. I like her eyes a lot.
So you're saying she was hotter than Nikki because she's number 3.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. Listen, Nikki's beautiful. Nikki's beautiful.
All right. I know. Listen, she made the top 5. What's number 2?
Number 2, Chase Sui Wonders.
Chase Sui Wonders?
Yes, she's on.
I don't know her either.
She's on the show The Studio. She plays. I don't know if it's an assistant, but she plays sort of one of the executives or whatever with Seth Rogen. She had this beautiful, again, shoulders were in last night. There's a big, it wasn't cleavage, it was shoulders. Again, she was wearing this clean, green, shouldery dress. Her hair is growing longer. I like her hair longer, personally. That's me.
Mark the Bagger, are you aware of Chase Sui
Wonders?
What is her name?
Chase Sui Wonders.
Chase Sui Wonders, do you know her?
No.
I see.
You got to look
Matt, do you know her?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, look them up.
All right.
Number 1.
I think you got to pick women that more people know. But go ahead. Number 1.
Listen, stop it.
All right.
Number 1, Brittany Snow. I mean, she just is hot. She's just hot.
I like her.
Yeah. She has some of the best eyes in Hollywood, too. Again, she had the shoulders going, nice flowy, white dress. She looked great. And so she was my number 1.
I was handed a note. Chase Sui Wonders was one of the women who dated Pete Davidson. Another
that's what I'm
great
seeing
conquest.
Here. I see
he knows how to pick them.
pictures of her and Pete.
Yeah.
Good for him.
God bless that Pete Davidson. Huh?
Yeah. Awesome.
He is the greatest. He is the 8th wonder of the world.
He has 8th wonder.
He's got whatever these women like. I mean, look at his list.
Well, do you think he's settled down now that he has had a child with
I hope
this
so.
particular girlfriend?
You hope so. You hope he doesn't do, he's good friends with Nick Cannon, and he might go that route. He might have maybe multiple wives and children.
Wow.
You don't know.
Yeah.
I hope not. You like to see a traditional situation, but you never know. You never know. Well, we learned a lot this morning. We heard about JD's favorites. We got the top 5. That was exciting. Mark the Bagger was masturbating to Nikki. Would you have a special message for her you'd like to say? You can go ahead now.
Yeah, tell her I think she looked awful hot and sexy last night in that evening gown.
And and Matt the Bagger, do you have a special message for her?
Yes, tell her I jizzed all over my carpet and I want to sniff her asshole and that I love the dress she wore and she's the greatest. You guys are romantic. You're very sweet. All right, boys. Yes. Thank you. Mark the Bagger. I love that guy. Everybody loves Mark. Mark, how's your book doing? You want to give a plug? Go ahead.
Yeah, my book's doing real well. We had a book signing before Christmas, and we did very well. So we have a couple more coming up this year. So,
couple of signings.
And if
yes,
you can,
Anthony?
Howard, so we had a couple signings in the past couple months. They weren't
Anthony,
really well. Yeah,
I don't mean to burst your bubble, but Mark's the funny one. When he promotes, it's better.
Oh, for sure. I just wanted to see if we could plug the markthebaggerstore.com for the book. That's all.
Oh, okay, yeah. Markthebaggerstore.com.
Yes.
Yeah. No offense, Anthony. I mean, I like you, but You know what I mean?
Oh, it's Howard, believe me, I totally agree. Mark is definitely the funny one here, for sure, 100%.
And by the way, you say Mark's book is doing well. Has Mark seen money from the book? I mean, has he gotten residuals yet?
Yeah, absolutely. We've been doing really, really well, and the books are selling. Since you had promoted it for us about a year ago, they're still selling up to this point. So we really thank you for that, Howard. We appreciate it.
Remind me again. It's 5 pages, right?
No, it's well over 50 pages actually. It's almost 90. Yeah.
Anthony, no offense, but I hate to ask you this, but did you jerk off to Nikki as well?
She looked hot. She totally looked hot. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, and actually, Mark, since Mark does all his paintings, he painted a 16 by 20 of Nikki Glazer in his Bob Ross outfit. So I sent pictures to Sal so you could check them out.
Oh, good. Are you
Mark
selling that?
Mark really wants to give this painting to Nikki sometime. So you might want to try and set that up because this painting is absolutely unbelievable.
I can't wait to see it. And hey, and one last question for Mark. Mark, will you jerk off to Nikki's interview?
Yes.
Right. Just hearing her voice will be enough for you.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we look forward to that. Thank you, Anthony. Not clear on whether Anthony was not clear whether Anthony was jerking off to Nikki, but I know Mark was. So there you go. Thank you. There you go. There you go.
Thank
All
you,
right,
Howard.
boys.
Thank
Have
you.
a good day. Thank you. I know
Take
they
care,
have a
you
busy.
too. Bye-bye.
I can't
Bye.
keep them on too long. They have a busy schedule with the book signings and all this stuff they're up to.
They have a tight schedule. We were lucky to get them.
You're damn right we are. A lot of the Whack Pack are unavailable. Mark makes himself available. Oh, my God. You know, the reality is that really happened. He was jerking off during the Golden Globes, right onto his chair. Yeah. He's not kidding. He's an open book. He's an open book.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Yep. Oh, by the way, speaking of Nikki Glazer, one more thing. Here's Nikki on the red carpet last night promoting the fact that she will tell the jokes that she felt were too rough for the Golden Globes on our show. And I just thought that was nice.
Is there ever a moment, though, you say this joke and the producers are like, Nikki, we know you could roast people with that.
You know what?
That is too far.
They didn't push back on anything. They were actually so cool. And there was one joke we had to change because there was a seating change that is really disappointing. But I will reveal that on the Howard Stern show at some point.
Or call me and I could break the story.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Oh, that's good, too.
Nikki Glazer, go break a leg in there.
No offense, dude, but I've put in a lot of years with Nikki, and you don't deserve the scoop. I deserve it.
Howard 100.
By the way, what's going on with you? New lipstick, huh? I know. I will notice everything on you. This is new lipstick.
It's just
right?
a little deeper today. Same color.
Luscious, kissable lips on you today. Right? You looking for romance? What's going on over there?
Not really. I just pressed extra hard, I guess, on the tube.
No, I like it, and I like the blush. You have rosy cheeks.
Yes.
No. There's a new thing going on with you today. You're sparkling.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll take that. I'm sparkling.
I feel bad for you in a way. Obviously, another attempt at seducing me, and you've been unable. Keep going, though. I like it.
I'll keep trying. That's what a girl does.
Poor girl. That's what happens to women who work with me.
That's what an old girl does.
You have that glow. How long does it take you to? You know what? I shower the night before, and then, and I get my hair all set up, and my goo in there, and my product. And then I go to bed and I wake up in the morning and it's a fucking mess because, I've slept on it a whole night. And then I just
And then it's a matter of that you're trying to pull it out, right? You're trying to get it out again.
Yeah. I'm trying to get it into some sort of shape. And then what I do, I'm a dude and I'm just not into it. So I just wet my hands and then I just start soaking my head with water from the sink, and then I just kind of pull everything out. And whatever happens, happens. I've given up. It's pretty obvious if you watch the videos of our show. I've given up. And you know what? Why not? I'm old, and I don't care anymore. It's just I'm exhausted. And what am I supposed to do? Sit there and fuss with my hair for 7 hours?
Well, I know
it.
the day of the party, you had your glam team.
No,
was
I
after
went.
you.
No, I went.
No?
No, I was on the show. I had my glam team, and I went home and I said to Beth, maybe I shouldn't shower, and then my hair will still be good for the party. And then I went, what the fuck? What am I? Who am I? What am I? Am I Brad Pitt or something? I mean, I went and I took a shower and roomed my glam, and I just did it myself.
You washed off the glam?
I miss the days when you never saw the radio host. That's why I got into this game. You could literally have an entire career of no one ever seeing you. I remember it wasn't until they started like running TV commercials with radio personalities that you got to be seen. But I remember in Detroit, like nobody knew who I was, and they wanted a publicity photo, and I gave them a fake photo. I gave them a photo of a bodybuilder, a very attractive man. And I said, here, use this. And that was my picture. They put it in the paper. I was almost nude, except for like a cloth over my schween. And I was built like a fucking brick shithouse. What can I tell you? Those were the days. I remember the mystery of the radio guy. It was like, the band Kiss. It was like you didn't know what they looked like. And then,
that's right.
And it worked, yeah. Like I remember, I was a big listener of Jim Kerr here in New York. And, I had never seen him. And I go, this guy's like, whoa, just on his voice and sort of the image
with
of
the
him being
voice
on
and everything. Yeah.
I was like, oh, this guy must get so much pussy. I mean, the guy's, you could just tell he's a good looking guy. And then they put Jim in. I love Jim. Jim was one of them, but they put him on TV. I'm like,
Whose idea was that?
I don't know. It was a big fucking mistake because Jim couldn't live up to that image. It's not that he was like a horrible looking monster like me, but he was, it was just, whoa, oh, that's him?
He couldn't meet the expectations of a world that had, a picture of him in his head based on what they heard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was startling. And I went, that's the career for me. Because no one will ever see me. It'll just be the voice. Meanwhile, I had a shitty voice too. So I matched my face. It's crazy. No, I know radio, a lot of ugly people in radio. In fact, in radio, Benji is a 9. I don't know if you know that.
He's a radio 9.
He's a radio 9. He's like Brad Pitt in radio.
9.
That's right.
Yeah. MTV started to look for DJs to put on TV. They couldn't find any. You know who originally got a gig was Meg Griffin. She was actually really, really attractive.
Yes. Yeah.
She was an anomaly. I remember when I first met her, it was at WRNW. I worked with her. And I'm like, oh my God, she's gorgeous. And I didn't even like come on to her or was never, ever even, the thought never even crossed my mind that she would ever look at a guy like me.
I thought there was one time, didn't you share a bed or something?
No, with her fiance.
Oh, I thought it was, you had to sleep with the guy.
And he did, and he left the room in the middle of the night. He didn't even want to be with me. I couldn't even get him. I figured maybe I'd get him. No, we had no money back in those days. You made $96 a week, and then there was a blizzard, and the radio station didn't even say to you, "Hey, we'll put everyone up." They didn't give a shit about you.
They didn't care.
So we got some fucking hotel up there in Westchester. God knows where it was. Maybe in Mount Kisco. I don't even know. And the program director was Meg's boyfriend, and he said, "Do you want to share a room?" And I said, "Sure, anything. I don't have the money. I don't know what I'm going to do." And I was sleeping. I was the morning man, and I was sleeping. And he came in. He sat on the bed. He starts playing the guitar. It's like midnight. I go, "What are you doing?" He goes, "I'm playing the guitar." I go, "But I'm sleeping." Like, I couldn't believe somebody would just walk in and start playing it while I was sleeping.
Knowing you're the morning man. He's in radio. He knows
And he's the
you have
program
to be
director.
up
Yeah.
before dawn.
Absolutely inconsiderate. I go, dude, I'm sleeping. And I guess he got up in a huff and he left. I don't know where he went, but he left. He left in the middle of a blizzard. Never saw him again. It was crazy those days. With the hassle you went through just to be on the air. Now everybody's on the air. Everybody's got a podcast.
Everybody's got to show their face, too.
Yeah. And I'll be honest with you, a lot of these podcasts are shitty, but I tell you what, a lot of them sound better than the guys I knew who were working professionally. The guys doing it from their house. So go figure. What a dumb occupation, radio. But yeah, I love the days when nobody knew what you looked like. It was great. People thought I was an Adonis. They didn't know. I used to, I was so crazy on the radio, they started to take my photograph and put it in the newspaper. And then people knew the truth. They're like, Jesus Christ, he's crazy. And he looks crazy.
What an image.
Yeah. And I thought, this is good because I look like everybody else. Fucking ugly. How many people are really good looking? So few. Most people on the planet are hideous. Let's be honest. Most people are born and they are destined for a life of looking ugly. And what are you going to do? That's the way it is. It's a terrible thing. Doctors are trying to fix it with plastic surgery, but a lot of that goes wrong too.
I don't think a lot of these people can afford a plastic surgeon.
That's right.
Because I see some faces that, could use some work.
I could use some work, but
I watch these, these candid kind of camera shows because everybody now is on TV.
Right.
Everybody has a phone and everybody's recording everything anybody does. And so you see all these regular people falling and getting into crashes and all of that stuff. And yeah, not one of them is really attractive.
I really would love to take advantage of where we're at with science and get some quote unquote work done on my face. But my wife goes, "Are you crazy? You know what you would look like?" I go, "Wouldn't I look younger? They could pull my neck. They could open up my eyes. The folds of skin are almost completely closing my eyes in, and I could get rid of all these lines and things and the bags under my eyes, everything." I could tell at the Christmas party, people were looking at me like, Jesus Christ, what happened to this guy?
Really?
Oh, yeah. I saw people staring.
Bit of a shocked look?
They should have put me in a cage the way they were staring. I think people are shocked by my appearance, because now I do the show from home a lot. So when I came into the city to do the radio show and go to the Christmas party, I think people were like a little bit like, oh, Jesus Christ, I don't think he's going to be around much longer.
Stop it.
I was standing there, I'll tell you, one of the staff vomited. I don't want to say which one, but he was staring at me. But I'll tell you the truth. I'm not kidding. I think people were like, oh, God, I think we better start looking for a job. This guy can't be around much longer.
The Stern Show correspondents take you around the globe. Coming soon, Wolfie in beds with a jizz mopper.
What exactly is the jizz mop used for?
I don't want nobody to slip on any jizz.
Chris Wilding spends a day with genuine ladyboy.
Do you try to hide the penis?
No, we are ladyboy. We're not a woman.
And Sal records JD at a rage room.
Fuck.
The Stern Show correspondent team going there so you don't have to.
Thank God they do that.
Guys, if you want the greatest night of your life, I mean your best night ever, then you gotta hear this. There's a great ED pill out, and it's from the makers of Viagra. It's their ED pill called Viagra AGV, and it's unbelievable. It works super fast in as little as 12 minutes and lasts up to 12 hours. Plus, it's FDA approved and safe. You need to try it for yourself. It's unreal what it does to you. Viagra AGV crushes every other ED pill, and it's endorsed by the head of your urology at the prestigious Cedars-Sinai Hospital in Beverly Hills, Dr. Dudley Danoff. Every man alive needs to try this amazing, remarkable Viagra AGV pill at least once. It's beyond belief. Then you'll know why men are going crazy over it. So if you want to have the most incredible night of your life, you can't miss this. Go to scoreblue.com and try it while supplies last. Go to scoreblue.com, scoreblue.com. That's scoreblue.com. Viagra AGV is available only at scoreblue.com by prescription, no doctor visit.
In a world in need of a hero, one man rises to the challenge in style. He is...
just driving the kids to soccer practice.
Make every day feel epic in the all-new Hyundai Palisade Hybrid with up to an EPA estimated 619 miles of range on select trims, advanced tech, and class-leading interior space. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or call 562-314-4603 for more details.
And hey, come on, no cleats on the seats.
For every live Howard Stern show, there's a live Howard Stern wrap-up show. 11 a.m. Eastern on Howard 101.
Looking for a little extra fun? Chumba Casino lets you play for free with daily login rewards and a cheeky little welcome bonus when you sign up. Explore hundreds of online social casino games and jump in whenever it works for you. No routines, no pressure, just entertainment on your terms. That's Chumba. Only available in permitted states. No purchase necessary. See terms and conditions for details. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21+.
Oh, I love it. I love you so much.
Bubba, I'm amazed at the way you calling all the time.
Hey, how you doing there, Howard? What's going on?
Really can't believe how it picks up on you.
I must be a Clark Kent or something.
Bubba, I'm amazed at the way your hairpiece looks like slime. Your IQ is a crime.
Oh, was that so stupid?
Bubba, please know that the fans all fucking hate you.
They have this hatred towards me.
Mike in Maine, you're on the air.
Howard, did you hear that they tested Hitler's DNA? They found out that he's not Jewish, but that he might have had a micro penis. So do you think you have more in common with Jews or with Hitler?
Well, first of all, they discovered that Hitler had microphallus. He had it, not like a tiny
but there was
penis.
also something wrong with a ball or something.
Yeah, he had some sort of weird disease they figured out. It's called, here, I got the name of it. I wrote it down. It's a new documentary revealed that Hitler may have had Kallmann syndrome, a rare genetic disorder that affects penis size. They also say that Jeffrey Epstein, the sex trafficker, had microphallus, they believe, because one of Epstein's victims claims he had a small, extremely deformed penis that resembled a lemon. Hey, I wish my penis resembled a lemon. I mean,
I would love to see a penis that looked like a lemon.
Yeah, I mean, mine would be way more impressive if it looked like a lemon. Like that's girth at least. I don't have girth or length. And they also say the Golden State Killer. All these guys, Hitler. Yeah, I know. I never heard of him. Hitler, Epstein, and the Golden State Killer all reportedly had well below average dicks. A lemon sounds big. A grape is my size.
Your fruit is great.
My fruit is great. But let me just brag a little bit here. I don't have a big penis. I'm not going around killing anybody. I'm not gas chambering people and raping them and whatever the Golden State Killer did. I assume killing people. You know, I'm quite gentle with my penis. I certainly don't understand that at all. The Golden State Killer's penis was described as smaller than the circumference of a dime. Jesus. I think I'm bigger than that. Yeah, I don't think I have microphallus. I just, because I've told you, I'm 6 inches hard. I mean, I got a nice, I'm not saying a woman will run out of the room when she sees it, but they're like, oh, this is pretty decent. I never get complaints. At least not to my face. So these guys are super small.
But when it's too big, it hits the water
that makes you yell.
I don't know what.
They were probably all yellers.
Well, I'm just saying the micro penis community needs a win right now. So we're hoping that Gandhi turns out he had a microphallus or somebody great, you know. Maybe JFK had microphallus.
Would you think that the microphallus community could never get together because they're all too embarrassed to admit it?
Yeah. The only leader of the microphallus community is me, and I'm not exactly a great representative.
When you call a quorum, there's nobody there but you.
I will now call a quorum for the microphallus community. Where is everyone? Where are the white women at? It's too much. It's too much. Anyway, yes, Mike is right. They say Hitler had a microphallus, and maybe that explains a lot of shit.
Yeah, but they were also trying to claim a whole bunch of other things from his DNA that really can't be determined.
Robin is upset for the microphallus community. They don't need one more burden of knowing that Hitler had a microphallus.
No.
Yeah.
Aren't they suffering enough?
Yeah. Like we're still studying Hitler's remains. Figure out that he had microphallus.
Anything they can find of Hitler's, they're doing something with it.
Yeah, I always thought Hitler was angry because he was a frustrated painter. He was kind of an okay painter, but not a great painter. And they kind of claimed...
but do you kill 6 million people because you can't paint?
Well, that's what I said. I said, it seems extreme. And now I realize, he had a small penis. That's when you kill 6 million. Yeah, you got a small penis, 6 million people is light in terms of what you want to do to the world. I think now the world will turn their back on Hitler. I think even some of these like American Nazis might even turn their back on Hitler now.
Who think Hitler was so strong and they look up to Hitler.
It turns out the Fuhrer had a small penis. Fuck him. Yeah, we're done being Nazis. We're calling this whole thing off, man. We didn't know we were following a guy with a tiny dick.
Or maybe get your dick cut off so that you can be like him.
Be a lady boy. Well, I think even the microphallus Nazis will turn their backs on Hitler now. We do have a song. Someone put out a song about Hitler's micro penis. Here it is. There's always a song on this show.
Hitler had a micro penis. Nein, this is a Jewish lie. Third Reichen and rolling with the little wiener. It was just cold in Dusseldorf.
All right, I got it. All right, good. All right, microphallus song. All right, Mike, there you go.
He can't be here to be humiliated for his micro penis.
Thank you, Mike. There's Mike from Maine.
Howard.
Everybody loves
Love
Mike
you.
from Maine. Everyone, love you. Love you.
And he probably killed himself in that bunker because they do strip searches when you go to prison. So I can't do that.
Yeah, he was probably like, shit, they sent me to prison. Everyone's going to see my tiny dick.
Give me that gun.
Yeah, I can't go to prison and bathe with other men. I'll be goofed on. Here's Ann in where's Ann from? Florida. I got to get down to Florida. It was 80. I'm still up here north, and it was 82 degrees the other day in Florida, and I'm freezing my balls off.
Well, it was. I heard it was 60 the other day.
I'll take that.
Warm in Florida.
I'd take the 60 anytime over this stuff. I was out walking. I'm all bundled up. Don't ask. And now I wear my hoodie and a big giant hat when I walk because I went to the dermatologist and he was rubbing my nose, and he goes, "You feel these little tiny bumps?" I go, "Yeah, what am I turning into a witch?" He goes, "No, those could be like precancerous because we might as well get rid of them right now." Yeah. So they get you in the office and they have this special medicine you have to order from Ohio. Why? I don't know. They can't have it here in New York.
What's in Ohio all of a sudden?
I don't know. Or something. They order it from, I had a call and it was crazy. And you have to swear it's you and your license. You get this medicine. Yeah. They rub it on your nose like really vigorously. And then they hit it with a blue light and your nose lights up all red. And like my whole nose peeled. I did it while we were off so people wouldn't be offended while I was.
Okay, because I was going to say, I don't see anything.
No, now it feels smooth as silk. Although I don't know, I still feel a little something there. But meanwhile, it supposedly burns off. I have a medical condition as well. I don't want to announce yet.
Oh boy.
Yeah, could be the end of the show. It's my nose was lit up bright red, and then they gave me a special. I had the same thing going on my leg. So he said, take this cream, rub on there. For 2.5 weeks, I'm rubbing this cream on my leg, and it's supposed to light it up like red, super red. Nothing happened. He goes, it's unbelievable. Your leg's not doing anything. So then he took like this little blowtorch and just blew off these little cancerous things in his office.
And they just fell off?
Well, I got these big marks on my leg that eventually I guess will heal, but I look like a giraffe.
It sounds to me like every so often, every couple of weeks, you're getting burned.
Yeah, I am. Stay out of the sun, kids. Or don't, no one seems to listen to me. I even say to my wife, don't go in the sun. My dermatologist, don't go in the sun. Now I'm wearing SPF 100 every day. I'm doing the whole thing, man.
The sun can't get to you.
It can't get to me now. Now it's too late, but I got that giant sombrero I wear with my hoodie. I look fucking crazy, like a mental.
Like the Golden State Killer.
Yeah, I look like the Golden
Stay
State
away
Killer.
from me.
Yeah. Crazy. Ann, go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you wait. Ann is in Florida. What can I do for you?
I don't care. Hi, Howard. Yeah, my son has Kalman syndrome.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear this.
What
He
is
has microphalus.
What is it like for him? Yeah.
He doesn't want to kill the
Well,
Jews,
Frankie-
does he? Because Hitler had Kalman syndrome, and look what happened with him.
Yeah, no, you know what? Like Frankie was born with a birth defect. It kind of started that way on both his legs, a congenital birth defect. And like for many years, obviously as a parent, I noticed initially, changing his diaper and all, something was up. And it was like not until he was about 20 years old and my pediatrician retired. I'm from Long Island,
Right.
originally, like most Floridians.
Right, like
And,
old Florida. Yeah.
So, yep, we all migrate here, right, and retire. And so, when I took him to like my doctor, the doctor, he noticed immediately, and he said like he looked like he had female breasts and whatever. So he had him blood tested, and it came up with this, that he had Kalman syndrome, so he had to go to an endocrinologist out there and, whatever.
You know what I'm wondering? Like this guy, like they named it after this guy Kalman. Like, do you really want to be named after a small penis disease? You know what I mean? Like that's it.
Well,
I'd be like,
what's
yeah, okay, I discovered this disease, but please don't name it after me. I don't want
Well, let
people
me
to.
explain to you what goes along with it that they probably never mention. My son with the Kalman syndrome, there's certain glands that, like in utero, that didn't connect in his brain. Like he had an MRI, and that's how they positively diagnosed it. And so he has no sense of taste or smell. Nothing, zero.
Wow.
Like he'll ask me, and he's multiply disabled, like he's hearing impaired and he's intellectually disabled. So, but he's
So no
smart enough
wonder
to know,
Hitler
like,
was
he'll
pissed
say,
off. No wonder Hitler was so fucking angry. He probably had all these things going on.
Yeah, and that's why there's 0.0 testosterone that produces in the body. So I have to give him well, now he's an adult, so I give him auto injections of testosterone, once a week. It's not, aside from
Not
his
easy.
other multiple disabilities, he's my, my child for life. He's 38 years old now. You know
that's so
what I
tough.
mean? And
I
but
feel
I
bad
love
for
him.
people. Do you ever? Of course you love them, but it's like, do you ever sit there and question
know.
why? It's like, what the fuck is with the world that? And then people start in, well,
Well,
you
that's
know,
why I get so upset when like people talk like I know we don't talk politics anymore, Howard. I respect everything, but when I hear that R word being thrown and all, like if my son sees that on YouTube, like he's not allowed, I don't let him watch TV and all, but then he sees that.
sees what?
And it's like,
The
why
R
is he
word
saying
is
that
coming
R
back.
word?
Oh, with that, yeah, I know.
You know, like,
Here's
it really upsets me. It's the second time, like, I've cried over it, believe it or not. I'm not trying to be over stupid, dramatic, and BS like that, but it's just it's not an easy life, Howard. It's not.
No, it isn't.
You know?
I feel for you, and I tell you, you thank God when your children are healthy, and sort of in that normal, whatever normal is, range, and you just go, oh man, thank God, because you don't want your kids to be tethered to you the rest of your life. Like, you must wake up worrying every day, like, what happens if I die? Who's going to watch my son? Who's going to help him? Who's going to give him his injection? right? I mean, it's an incredible
Well, the
worry.
good news is I have another son, Dominic, Frankie and Dominic.
Right.
And Dominic, we've had that discussion, him and his wife. He's married. He has 2 children who I babysit for.
Normal
Joey,
penis.
And obviously, he's got 2 beautiful boys.
Nice.
No,
See,
he's perfect. He's normal. And, we've even talked about getting, like the mother-daughter kind of house, and Frankie can have, his little space there. Like, we have plans for the future. Thank God that I have a wonderful son. You know what I mean? And a wonderful daughter-in-law, obviously, too. And she's a nurse.
Well, here's the good news.
Better, but
the good news is Anne's kid doesn't hate the Jews and isn't going to gas them because Hitler did it. But, it's good to hear that someone who has common disease is going to, live a nice life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But with the testosterone, it changes things. Obviously, they probably know about it then. You know what I mean?
I feel for you, Anne. I'm sorry you're going through that. All right. Well, thanks for calling in.
Have a great day. Love you. Bye.
Yep. Yeah, there you go. There's the big news. Hitler's penis.
I don't know why we keep studying him. I mean, what can we get out of this?
Since World War II, they study this motherfucker like crazy. They're just like, well, we got to avoid the next Hitler, but, I don't know what they're looking for there.
So far, you haven't figured out how to avoid the next Hitler.
Howard Stern. Howard 100.
I'll tell you who's great. You know what? I swear to God, please don't accuse me of this. I am not saying this because the man is coming on my show. I just want to give a disclaimer up front.
Sure.
I mean it. Because you know my move. If somebody is coming on the show and they're in something shitty, I don't tell you it's good. I just kind of, interview the person, but I got to say it. So my man, Hugh Jackman, is in a movie. They tell me hey, he's coming on. I go, great. What's he promoting? New movie. I said, okay, good. Send me the movie. Well, again, these fucking movie studios, I don't know what they think they got. All weekend, I'm sitting around yanking my crank, doing nothing when I have time to watch a movie. And they don't send it. There's a problem. They're afraid, and bootleg, and boo, and it's got to be double track.
I thought they were having trouble getting people to the movie theater.
Well,
like, how much can you make on a movie these days if you're bootlegging it?
Yesterday, Steve Brandano comes to me and says, I think I've convinced them to give you the movie. I said, listen, Steve, too late.
Train has left the station.
The train left the station, dude. I sat around all weekend ready to watch the movie. It didn't come in. Now they're going to rush and get me the movie. I am a busy man. I don't have time to watch the movie during the week. I have to prepare
Who does
for my
Hugh
show.
Jackman think he is? I can't
No,
be
it's not.
interrupted now.
It's not you. It's the movie company. They're insane. He doesn't know what's going on. So,
I'm just saying, it's always the star's fault.
So Steve says, I think I get you the movie. I said, forget it. What is the movie? Something about you playing Neil Diamond impersonator. I go, listen, between you and me, it's probably better I don't see it. Because how could it be any good? But, right away I was like, what do you mean?
He's not even playing Neil Diamond. He's playing an impersonator.
Yeah. I go, what the fuck is that? Anyway, so even though I told them not to send it to me, they sent it to me yesterday. And I said to my wife, hey, Hugh Jackman's coming and I got to watch this thing. I don't want to be an asshole and not have seen the movie. She goes, I go, do you want to watch it with me? I'm going to get in bed and watch it. She goes, I got stuff to do. I'm sure it's the type of movie I could walk in halfway through and figure it out. I go, yeah, it's about a Neil Diamond impersonator. And I don't know what. She goes, yeah, don't worry about me. So I go through there's a whole process you have to go through to see the movie. And now I have it up. And my wife comes in. I said, I just watched 3 minutes of this thing. It looks pretty fucking great. From the opening shot, Hugh Jackman's playing the guitar and he's singing Neil Diamond, or he's singing something. I don't know what he was singing. So she gets in bed. We start watching this thing. She's usually asleep in 5 minutes. She goes, oh my God, do you believe how good this movie is? I go, I can't fucking believe it. It's it's Hugh Jackman and Kate Hudson. Kate Hudson's going to win the fucking Academy Award. She's so good in it. Now,
really?
Like absolutely, like the role of a century for an actress. It's these two characters.
I saw her in the preview and I said, oh, she's in that movie too. I was really surprised.
It's these two sort of, they're not, I wouldn't call them down and out, but they just want to entertain. And he does this Neil Diamond tribute act. And he sees her, and she can sing. She's doing a tribute act to a country artist. The two of them, it's based on a true story. I'm not going to do any giveaways. I'm not going to ruin the movie for you.
Okay.
It's called Song Sung Blue, like the Neil Diamond song.
Yes.
And it is so fucking charming and so good. I'll tell you how good it is. I didn't think about Wolverine once during it, I didn't want him to burst out his claws.
You didn't see Wolverine in the movie.
I think Kate Hudson will win an Oscar. In fact, I was gonna somehow get word to her and tell her, what I thought. And I thought, what does she care what I think? Now that you think about it, but she's absolutely fantastic and sings her ass off. And so does, you can sing. And I think, based on my new guitar hobby, I think you is actually playing the guitar in it. And I think Michael Imperioli is really playing the guitar. He's in it. Jim Belushi's in it, who's fantastic. And who else was in it that was really great? I'm telling you, it's a great movie. And it's romantic, and it's touching, and it's... Did anybody else here see the movie? Like John Hine, did you see it? I
didn't.
Were you as taken with the movie as I was?
Hit him with the I was so skeptical at first because Hugh Jackman's playing Neil Diamond, but not Neil Diamond and this and that. One, it starts off with him playing Song Sung Blue acoustically, and you could tell he's playing. He's legitimately playing. Yeah. And then it's just it's a sweet, feel-good kind of movie, but there's tons of drama in it. There's surprise appearances in it. I'm not going to spoil anything.
Right.
But you get past Hugh Jackman as you believe that he's this character. You forget it's Hugh Jackman really, really quickly, which is so hard to do because he has such a distinct look. But Kate Hudson, she just glows. Like, she's fantastic in it. They're both really, really good.
And we know she can sing because she
my wife
came
and I,
here and sang.
My wife woke up this morning and says to me, I think that's my favorite movie of the year, this movie. So thank God we loved it because Hugh's coming in, and I'd have to do my usual, sort of sly dance where I, tiptoe around the movie. And go, hey, that's really, what do you think of Neil Diamond?
I love it when you're like, we'll talk about the movie in a minute, but I want to get back to
Right. No, that's not always the case. There's a lot of things I need to talk about, but I just, I was really taken with it, so I recommend you go see it. I'd love to see the movie do well, but I got a lot of questions.
I can't wait to watch it. I didn't think I would have any interest in that movie.
Neither did I. Do you think Kate Hudson had to audition for that role, or do you think like they just gave? I'm going to ask him, and I want an honest answer.
Who did the movie? Maybe it's somebody who knew her.
It was directed by Melvin Schmensmeen.
I think he's worked with her before.
Yes, he's worked with her before, and he was, he used to work with Spielberg himself. It was Spielberg and Schmenstein, and Michael Imperioli, I've been handed a note, is in a rock band in real life called Zopa, so I guess he is a musician.
Yeah, he legitimately can play, and
I thought so.
as you're watching the numbers, you could tell they're actually playing in the movie. Like sometimes it's kind of obvious when they're not.
Right.
And when Hugh and Kate are harmonizing, and
that's great.
They're super, super talented.
Yeah, when you hear that it's about a Neil Diamond impersonator, don't get thrown. It's really that good. And it's a true story. And the story
I was even asking you yesterday when we were talking about whether you could get the movie or not. Is this supposed to be a comedy? What is it? I couldn't even, just from that description, you don't know what to think you're getting.
No, I won't ruin it for you, but there's some heavy stuff in it. That's really good. It's a real
takes
love
some
story.
very, very sharp turns, but it is all in all a feel good kind of movie. You come away from it like smiling.
I love it.
All right.
Yeah, enough said, but most movies blow.
Hugh is coming here to promote it.
Most movies blow, but this one's great. And here, Kim Kardashian would like to say something. She wants to come on. She has a statement to make. Go ahead, Kim. Yeah.
I can't believe you trashed Hugh Jackman's movie. How could you, Howard Stern?
See, you don't understand. I just gave it the high praise, and I gave you high praise, and you don't. For some reason, you don't hear anything properly.
You're as cruel as it gets. You have famously called Hugh Jackman a liar and said he should be beheaded. Howard Stern.
All right. Thank you, Kim. Well, that's kind of...
You're Satan.
That's
Satan? Oh, my
God.
God.
Yeah.
Howard Stern. Sirius XM.
By the way, JD...
Yes.
So we're in a meeting this morning, and Gary is like describing how sad he felt for JD on New Year's Eve because JD
Christmas
And so I said, "Well, Christmas, yeah." And I go,
Everything.
JD, what'd you do Christmas? And he's like, "Hey, man, I watched the movie and I went to bed. I ordered in dinner and went to bed." I go, "Perfect." Why would he feel bad for? What did Gary do? Sit there and talk all night
for JD?
Yeah. What'd you do again Christmas, JD?
I went and saw Marty Supreme. I went to the theater.
There you go.
It was 11:30 showing. Yep. Got that done.
What, and during the day, 11:30?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I did that. Came home.
Go right.
FaceTime dad, FaceTime mom, brother, nephew. Did all that. And then, ate dinner and watched TV or whatever. Football.
Where'd dinner come from?
I think it was leftover. I had pizza on Christmas Eve, so I think it was just leftover pizza.
Gary, why do you feel bad for him? To me, that's like the perfect fucking Christmas.
To me, I'm sorry, jokes aside, it sounded sad to me. He was all alone.
Why?
Because
what? Why is alone bad?
Thank you. There are some days of the year where maybe you shouldn't be alone, but okay, he enjoys it. So
and listen, if I
you're doing fine. Believe me.
I feel fine. I didn't, I checked in with everyone. Everyone's doing all right.
You know what I did Christmas? I played my guitar, ate lunch, took a nap.
But there were people around. That's what Gary's saying.
I mean, I guess. I don't know. I didn't see anybody.
What? You don't know if anyone was
Gary, what did you do Christmas? That was
I had a house full of people. I had 14 people at my house.
Oh, Jesus. You see, that sounds like a nightmare.
It wasn't. It was great. I had my family. I had my son and his wife in from the West Coast. I had my younger son with us. I had nieces and nephews and babies. It was phenomenal.
And you sit there and talk, I bet, the whole time.
No, we all
love to talk.
No, everybody, the football games were on. We have appetizers in the kitchen. Then we sit down for a nice dinner. I made a toast. I cried. It was great.
You cried?
I cried. It was a tough
What'd you
year.
cry about? Why?
I talked about, it was a very interesting year because, the good part was my son got married and we had 2 new babies, but my brother-in-law passed away. I was feeling very sad about it. So I cried when I talked about it.
Gary loves to talk, right, JD?
He does.
So he had a captive audience in that house. So.
Everybody was talking. Calm down.
He was like Chelsea Handler at those Critics' Choice Awards. She did her monologue and then she gave a tribute to Rob Reiner and his wife.
I've spent a lot of time with Gary and his wife, and Mary is so lovely, and she barely talks. But you know why?
I was going to say, you hardly know her voice.
Yeah, right. Like, I'm like, oh, that's what she sounds like. I mean, Gary just loves to talk.
I'm imagining Gary's house like Home Alone, the beginning of Home Alone, with all the kids running around and everyone just.
Excuse me, would anybody like to hear my philosophy on childhood? Excuse me.
It was great. It was great to have everybody.
Babble Booey. Babble Booey.
Because I was wondering if, other relatives have the Delabate curse and they are all talkers.
No, he
It's
wiped
only
out
Gary?
Only Gary.
It's just me, Robin.
You know,
Oh,
with the family gathered around, I'm going to be crying in a few minutes. But first, I'd like to start off by saying I had a good year and I had a bad year. I guess you could say I had a 9 for the year, but also a 2. Added up is 11.
Did Robin tell you about the Christmas gift I sent her? Because she loves to goof on my pictures. So I sent her a family photo where I am again the shortest person by like a mile.
It's beautiful. Thank you.
Well, that's what I'm going to.
Pictures.
I want to talk about Ronnie. JD, did you get a Christmas card from Ronnie?
I did get a Christmas card from Ronnie.
Again, he puts too many fucking pictures on the Christmas card.
I didn't know what was going on Ronnie's card.
My wife handed it to me.
What am I looking at?
I said, whose card is this? She goes, it's Ronnie and Stephanie. I go, there's like 9 pictures. So with those cards, it's a service. You put pictures on. Each picture is the size of a postage stamp.
It looked like a puzzle.
Like, I love looking at pictures of Ronnie and Stephanie. I love to see, does Ronnie look like her great-grandfather? And Stephanie's hot. But I can't get a good look at Stephanie, and I can't get a good look at Ronnie. And I fucking hate that. I'm begging Ronnie next year, 1 picture of him and Stephanie, possibly 2. Ron.
His best Christmas card was the year they got married.
Yeah.
Because they focused on a wedding picture.
Right. 1 picture, Ronnie. I can't see. Take a look at your card and be honest.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. It's too many
the
pictures,
best picture
Ron.
Was of the dog. You could only, I couldn't make it.
Can I talk about this for 1 second? Can I get my word in there?
Go ahead.
I had absolutely nothing to do with that card.
Okay. But tell Stephanie for me. I can't see Stephanie. I want to look her over, too. I love looking at the 2 of you.
I'm squinting to try to see.
Robin, I didn't do it, so.
No, we know. I'm not
straight.
blaming you. I'm saying, listen, you could put a word in with Stephanie. You might see her today and say, Stephanie,
maybe.
Pick 1 picture of her if she's got a great outfit on, standing next to you, standing there.
Yeah, 2 of you together. That's what I
said to
want.
my wife, this is so fucking frustrating. There's 9 pictures of Ronnie and Stephanie. I can't make out any of them. They're the size of a postage stamp. I really, out of all the people who send me cards, I want to see the 2 of you.
Okay. All right.
I really do.
And in the center, around all these little postage stamp pictures, is a picture of the dog. I'm like, I can see the dog.
The dog? I don't care about the dog. I mean, no offense, Ron.
Dogs.
Yeah, I couldn't even tell if there were 1 or 2.
I mean, they're all. It's so small. You think it's one giant dog.
Or something.
No, if you looked at the back of the card, there was 2 pictures of the dog.
All right. Well, I just want to see you and Stephanie, and I'm advocating next year 1 picture, possibly 2, but 1 would be better. Just 1 great one. All right. Okay. Thank you.
Hey, Howard.
You got to hear this.
The big talk in the office is that Ronnie must be mad at everybody because Ronnie came to town and didn't call anybody.
There was like 20 Ronnie updates this morning. First one is Ronnie snuck into Manhattan or New York.
Snuck.
He snuck in. Long Island. He didn't contact 1 person.
Yes, it did.
Number 2, who'd you contact?
Somebody.
Who'd you see?
I didn't see anybody. I didn't see anybody from the show. I'm sorry.
But the big news is
I was with family. Okay.
Okay. You got to hear this.
I miss coming out for the party, and usually I see everybody then, but I didn't. So
here's Chris Wilding interviewing Ronnie. This is wild.
Oh,
you got to hear this. Yeah. You got to hear this. Ronnie's into a whole new thing with this Christmas card.
Yeah?
No.
Listen to what do you mean no?
It's no thing.
Listen,
you send the
let
card,
me play the
you
clip.
send the card, you get one back.
Listen to this guy. Dude, you got to hear this. Listen to this.
Certain people were saying they received your card, and other people were saying they didn't receive your Christmas card.
If you sent me a card, I sent one back. Because usually, I send them to everybody, and they don't fucking send any. So I said, you know what? This year, whoever sends one, I send one back. That's it.
So were you just waiting to see what cards came in, and then you chased those cards?
No, there were certain people I knew what cards would come, and I sent them out, and then there were others I didn't know, and then if they sent me a card, they got one back.
I haven't been home, so did I receive a card?
No.
I did not receive a card this year.
No, I've never got a card from you, so why would I send I've sent cards to you, but you don't send back to any.
Well, I've never sent a holiday card ever.
Well, that's not my problem then. So why should I waste my money? I ordered less cards this year. People, who don't reciprocate don't get a fucking card anymore. Plain and simple.
You think it needs to be a reciprocal system?
Yeah, pretty much.
Ron, the holiday spirit is there are people you want to send your card to. You want to maintain a relationship. You don't sit there and wait for them to send you a card. That's ridiculous.
I sent certain people cards without waiting for them.
Yeah, but my God. So Mike Perlman heard about this. He didn't get a card from Ronnie. So after Christmas, Mike ran and got cards and sent one to Ronnie, and then he got a card back.
Oh, you're kidding.
So Ronnie waits. You should send a card.
Dude, do you really think I was going to send fucking Perlman a fucking card?
But you did send him one after he sent you one.
Yeah, after he sent me one. Otherwise, there would have been no fucking card. Why wouldn't you send him a card? You like Mike. Stop it. Yeah.
Mike, what did you do? You ran out and bought cards?
No, I send him a card every year. I've always sent you a card.
Is that right?
Every single year I sent him. I sent him a card. And then
Ronnie
this year,
says you never send him a card.
I've sent him a card as long as I've sent cards since I've had kids. I've always done it. So
wow,
I'm going through.
But what do you make of this, Mike? Ronnie waits to see if someone sends him a card. I've never heard that.
Mike?
I send Ronnie a card.
Card expert.
I always send Ronnie a card. I don't wait to see if he sends me one. If I want to send a card to someone, I do it because I like them.
Right. And so I'm going through every day. I'm going through the mail. I'm saying, it's funny.
Stop your shit.
I said
dude.
I never got a card from Ronnie. I usually
full of shit.
Like you said, Howard, it's a great day. It's great to see Ronnie's card every year. You see all the escapades and adventures that him and Stephanie go through throughout their life.
I didn't see. Look, I want to see your escapades. Okay,
and I didn't see any. I didn't get one from Ronnie. So then I asked.
So you fired off one to him.
No, I sent one in prior to
He had
that.
already sent one.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I got it after Christmas, so it was bullshit.
No, I probably just got there slow, but I put you in when I did everybody.
Yeah, pigeon. Yeah, sent it by pigeon carrier.
The story is Ronnie has 4 cards left, and he says if people send him cards, the next 4 people, they will get the 4 cards back. That's what you told me.
But Ron, if you like someone and they don't send you a card, send them a card anyway.
I send cards to people I like, okay?
He sent a card to Kurt Busch, and Joe got a card.
Who got a card?
Yeah, so what? These are my fucking friends, okay? What the hell is your fucking problem?
I'm just saying you have a system for certain people and not others.
Don't give me your fucking bullshit with your telling me I have a system.
I'm going on what you
You're
told
an
me,
idiot,
Ron.
dude, because this is what you thrive on. This is your fucking
Everybody has a system.
This is what your fucking deal is.
Ron, I'm
worrying
fascinated.
about my fucking Christmas cards. That's
You're
your
worried
fucking,
about
that's
them.
your,
It is funny to me.
This is how you fucking your warped mind thinks.
Well, Ronnie, you know what it was with me?
What?
I saw I didn't get a card, and it makes me think, is he mad at me? Because you're like that a little bit.
I just don't want to fucking deal with you.
I said,
or this one either.
Ronnie, tell me about this. This was another controversy with your card.
Yeah.
So you sent
everything is a controversy with me. Okay.
Not everything, but most stuff.
Yeah.
Ronnie, you addressed. You sent a card to Richard and his wife. The Christies.
Oh, this is.
You wrote Mr. and Mrs. Dickass.
Stop the fucking clock.
Wait a second.
Stop
the